Hello and welcome to Geek Fortress, where our camera is a little bit upset with us.
Why's that?
Well, it's just, look at that, it's doing more of the glowy stuff than it was previously. I know, I'll have to figure that one out on another date, but on the bright side, it does help us segue directly into the fact that because of all this nonsense, we've got a brand new computer on the way. In fact, some of the pieces showed up today.
Ooh, fancy.
Absolutely, it's going to be very exciting. And we have got, of course, that thing that everybody loves, Legacy, coming down the pipeline, which was just recently announced to be an addition to the this is the Seattle GP. I wonder if we could half-light that. Probably not. Oh well.
Yeah.
Hooray!
We'll just always be small, though.
We'll just always be small?
Yeah.
I'm going to try something real quick. This might be a terrible idea.
We're going off the grid.
Not good.
No bueno. That's soon hit. This is exactly what TJ said.
We were discussing that before the stream. We were discussing the greatness of the hat, of the Adidas hat with the jacket right before the stream. Oh, I think it's brilliant.
I look too much like my dad without my hat. I look like Ian.
Ian's great, though.
Yeah, Ian is great.
Ian is great. He did help us set up that new computer, which we've got on the way. I've even got a little bit of things to say about it. Do you want me to say the small little bit I have? I got a little bit of a write-up on it.
Do it.
Ian sent me one so that I can talk about it like someone who knows what they're talking about.
Fantastic.
I know. Okay, so let's talk about the new computer right before we get round one. We have got, let's see here, a dual CPU with Intel Xeons. Each CPU with 6 cores and 6 threads per core.
These are technical terms.
I know. Look at me. I know what I'm talking about. It's got 16 gigabits of RAM.
That's a lot of gigabits.
Let's
gigabytes.
Gigabits.
A gigabit is way less than a gigabyte.
Sorry, it's got 16 gigabytes. Other than that, it was designed with a focus on video and processing and editing. And the first round is up, so that's all you get for now. Let's head on down. Well, let's find out our round first, and then we'll head on down. Hello, everybody. I'd fix the camera if I could, but I kind of can't. Because weirdly, well, because of all the reasons that we got a new computer, that is why we are now, because of all the reasons that we're getting a new computer are the reasons why we are not able to change it at the moment. Hello, Ed and Gordon, thank you so much for following. It is a pleasure, truly, to have you here. You are a rock star. Nope, not gonna be able to change that. Okay. Apparently that's just where we are at now. And that's the way it's gonna be. Anyway, that's why we're getting a new computer. It is gonna be exciting. It is gonna be awesome. And we have got a lot of other cool updates on the way to you now. Tevin, speaking of which, please get in touch with me outside of the stream. I've got a thing for you. a thing for you to talk about with me. It's going to be very excellent. Otherwise, I'm joined by Steven tonight. We've got Legacy. We've got 4 rounds of it. There are some awesome games to be seen. I'm excited about it, and I do think that the Legacy scene is going to start hyping up just a little bit as we start getting ready for GPC Seattle, not SeaTac.
That was a match.
Text works great, Tevin.
So here's the Ryan on the wall playing Blue Black Sinkhole.
Up against? Man, this light.
Up against Corbin playing Doomsday.
Jesus.
We've got a doozy of... There's an Ashiok in Ryan's deck.
So we've got Blue Black Sinkhole Your Lands up against Doomsday, the ramp up and win on the spot deck.
So, yeah, I recommend for the cards Doomsday and Sinkhole.
So who's gonna... Oh, man. So do you know Doomsday?
I do, actually. It's just Storm with extra steps.
Basically. Who do you think is going to be a little bit favored?
I don't know very much about Ryan's deck.
I don't know if mana taxing is going to be that effective
But I
against
think...
Doomsday.
Well, it's also a kind of a control deck.
Has he got, like, forcibles and all that?
I didn't see...
If he has blue, he does.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead
Let's head on down.
Give a thumbs up.
Okay, so he does have forcibles. I'm going to take Ryan in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, is that an Eldrazi Displacer? Are we looking at possibly...
Yes, that is in fact
Esper
an Eldrazi.
Sinkhole?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Bach, it is good to see you. So this might actually be Esper Sinkhole, which is slightly more exciting.
Stifle
Stifle
the Scalding Charm.
So Ryan is just all... Okay, I guess, you know what? Mana Denial is pretty good if your opponent never gets up to 1.
Mm-hmm.
So Corbin
Well,
may...
especially, it's like, it's, yeah.
Like, Corbin may have rituals, but he needs the first mana to cast them. Let's take a look at what you've got. I've got
Stifle?
another Stifle.
A Click, an Ashiok, a Tabernacle. I think Corbin loses.
I mean, the Tabernacle doesn't do much, but an Ashiok? An Ashiok has also just weirdly a lot of value up against Corbin.
Mm-hmm. He discarded his Lab Maniac, so that's something that he can't win that way anymore.
He's clearly given up hope.
Yeah. So, Lake of the Dead, 2 Doomsdays, Cabal Therapy, Brainstorm. I think he just takes the Brainstorm. Brainstorm and a Ponder, and then a Duress.
Totally not playing with our video settings. Oh, we have a new playmat on the way.
What?
We have a new playmat on the way.
Nice.
Did you see the new playmats?
I did.
Oh, I'm excited about them. Sorry, I'm upset with that light. That's okay. So the attack
something.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do that the whole time.
I like that it's only happening to you.
I do enjoy that. It's because you have the hat.
Yeah, it's the
It's the hat. Oh, jeez. I'm just gonna get
rookie mistake.
This is why Matthias does it. Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've got a couple of Doomsdays in hand for Corbin. Detection Probe firing off, and he's got Cabal Therapy. He could technically cast those if he could cast
Tabernacle, notably does not tap for mana. No one's really winning the game, but Ryan is not losing.
Corbin's
the
a lot.
game.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect way to describe this game right now. Peace, Jack. Thanks for the follow.
There's the LED. Oh, Corbin does in fact have a land in his hand. He's a Lake of the Dead, but you can't play that.
And we are gonna Spell Pierce a Lion's Eye Diamond.
This is gonna
firing off a Thoughtseize.
So Ryan was hesitant to play this on our match. I think it's because he knew he was just gonna win.
He's doing pretty not bad right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people do worse, and it wasn't him.
Yeah. It's funny how bad Ashiok is against Doomsday until she ults.
It's funny, because I actually would say that Ashiok's surprisingly good because of the ability to just exile cards, and it takes it away as an option in the piles.
Yeah.
It's like hitting the right card a couple of times might just be great.
Yeah.
So, I actually kind of like the plussing of it because Corbin, when eventually his game plan is like, I would like my entire library to be my hand, essentially.
It is also interesting that her ult doesn't just like unlike Storm, doesn't just mean the game is over.
Yes.
Because against regular Storm, no hand, no graveyard, you're done.
You're pretty much donezo.
Whereas Doomsday, as long as you have the mana to cast Doomsday, you should be able to, come up with something.
We should probably talk a little bit about just the card Doomsday.
Doomsday. Oh boy, Doomsday.
You are a judge, are you not?
Hmm?
Maybe not. I don't know.
I have played Doomsday before.
Okay.
It is a very difficult. I'm not going to say I'm good at Doomsday, but I have won a game with Doomsday before. So.
Outside of Cube?
Outside of Cube, yes.
Okay. Inside of Cube?
No, why would... It's like ultra hard mode in Cube is winning with Doomsday.
I would do it.
So what does Doomsday do, TJ?
So Doomsday is that you search your library and graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weird part about this card.
Yeah.
For 5 cards of your choice, everything else is exiled.
Yep.
Then you put those 5 cards on top of your library, which is your entire library, in any order that you choose.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then you lose half your life.
And you lose half your life. And notably, you keep your hand.
Yep.
Cards that were in your hand stay in your hand.
Yeah. So Corbin has managed to have an Underground Sea on the battlefield and has resolved a Ponder.
That's a pretty impressive start here on turn 5.
Yes.
Dr. Marlon, hello, it's good to see you. Hello to everybody else who is hitting that follow button. It's a
There's
pleasure.
a lot of swords in the chat.
My
Swords and
goodness.
castles.
There
Is
is.
that TJ on the left or right? That's what the hat's for, is to differentiate.
I like it.
Yeah. You should.
Whoa, practically the same person.
Just
I love it. What's up, Jesse? Okay, so Ryan, with the sinkhole, decides to take out the Underground Sea. Corbin back down to 0. Fires off a Gataxian Probe, falling to 11, and we see
another sinkhole, Snapcaster.
Snap Stifle is an option next turn. Still has Forcible, possibly pitching the Vendilion Click.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. This is not a good time.
I think Ryan's gonna straight up sinkhole the. Yep. That is the second sinkhole and third land he has destroyed. Maximum fun being had.
Absolutely, by
Absolute
both
maximum fun
players
being
at
had.
the moment. There's a Brainstorm for Corbin. Ryan with plenty of options. I really want to see this Ashok come down as the way to win the game. It has to be the way to win. Ooh. That's right, I was on his vlog. Because I got to do the pre-release with him. What's the advantage of playing Doomsday over a Storm list? You get to tell people that you played Doomsday?
Doomsday is it's a harder win, but it's like more resilient. Because it is literally, you resolve a Doomsday, you should be able to win.
If you do it correctly.
Yeah.
Doing it correctly is also very difficult.
Yeah.
2 Dark Rituals
Yeah,
and a fetch.
it's basically like Scry Infinite and stack your deck.
So once it goes off, it is
Yeah.
almost guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah. I think a good portion of it is because you can say that you did.
Because it can just be like spell, tendrils, which is lethal. Usually.
Force of Will countering the Cabal Therapy, pitching the Vendilion Click, still has the Ashiok. The Ashiok becoming the win condition of this deck. Has a Snapcaster hard-casted so that we're going to Sinkhole. So
Yeah.
we're going to go Snap, Sinkhole, plus Ashiok because it's doubtful that he'll ever hit a creature.
Yeah.
Unless... Oh no, because the Laboratory Maniac was discarded.
Doomsday, does not have any creatures other than the Lab Maniac.
Ah.
Oh, it's one of the... Because Doomsday has multiple win conditions, and it allows for, like, versatility. Because Doomsday happens to make it really easy to mill yourself. And so when you're...
Yeah.
Just play your Lab Maniac, and then it's like... Gataxian Probe, Gataxian Probe, Gataxian Probe, Gataxian Probe, I win the game.
Hooray! Neat. Thanks for playing. Catch you next time. See you at the barbecue. So, the Ashok is going to plus up. We're going to exile some more cards, and we're going to head into Corbin's turn. We hit Horizon Canopy. Is that a ritual? Looks like a ritual. And a fetch.
Yep.
Corbin, on the other hand, ooh man, we've got a cool thing coming down the pipeline.
He's got a Volcanic Island in his hand. And
a Brainstorm.
Yeah.
I think at this point, mostly just looking to... Actually, you know what? Brainstorming here helps so very little because of the Ashiok.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it lets you choose which of the cards you get rid of.
Yeah, but
I'm
you can't hide a card up there.
If I'm Corbin, I just scoop.
I don't.
He can't win. Not through like it's funny because not through an Ashiok.
Well,
Unless he can win in
he's
one turn.
He has a Lion's Eye Diamond in hand.
Uh,
I don't even think that
Ryan has a Snapcaster, and
Ryan likely won't even actually ult the Ashiok right now.
Mhm.
He'll probably plus it up again and wait to ult it for when he can then continue plussing it after.
Yeah,
And it's
definitely.
a -7, I believe.
yeah. No, I think it's -10.
Oh, Ashiok's -10?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
we can find out.
deep. I mean, I don't care because Ashiok's still great. Ashiok is my second favorite blue-black card in the entire game.
Ashiok's nickname is Splashiok because if you get that in a draft, you just can't lose.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It is -10, though. My goodness. Fun fact, Doro, I think it's actually been changed back.
We had a no proxy rule, and I think we're back.
I think we're back.
Then we went like from no proxy for like 10 seconds to the 15 card limit, and I think we're back to just full on.
I think we're back to
proxy
no
legacy.
limit.
But now actual like it is a separate credit you win.
Yes.
It's a separate credit that can actually only be used on legacy.
Notion Thief would make my top 10, but I don't know what spot on it. I know that it goes Counter Squall, then Ashiok.
Notion Thief is best friends with Dak Vaden.
Yes. Alright. Weirdest Thief in the multiverse just because he steals wins. We've got 4 mana right now.
That's true.
That's a number, right? I mean...
If he resolves this...
Oh, man.
Ooh.
So Corbin's going for a Doomsday.
He might have
Corbin-
actually just made it.
Corbin may have just won. He's got a storm count to 3. He does still have access to this Lion's Eye Diamond. Oh my god. Ryan, I don't think has anything.
He still has that Force of Will and a Vendilion Click.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
No, he used the Force of
Did
Will
he?
and pitched the click, actually.
Oh, I missed that.
He did that on the Cabal Therapy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it appears that Corbin is going to win this.
Hmm.
Assuming he can, assuming the cards in his library and graveyard still contain a win.
Looks
Okay,
like
he's going for the Lab Maniac.
I think that's probably the
And all the
most
attacks and
common
probes.
and easiest way to win, and not to say that that's like a low effort thing, but I think it's the most straightforward, it's the most guaranteed. It's like, this says I win.
Mhm.
You know, it just doesn't get beat by a lot of tricks, and you don't expect Ryan to be having much creature removal.
He does Corbin have a Gitaxian Probe in hand?
I don't know.
Because I think he needs one.
Oh, that was an act on impulse.
That is,
Yeah.
that was in fact an act on impulse.
This card was straight out of one of my favorite draft environments.
Mhm.
Oh man, act on impulse, exile the top 3 cards of your library.
And he wins.
Until end of turn, you can cast cards exiled this way. But when they're all free, like all you need to do is put up...
Ryan's gonna take a look at his exile.
Because all you need to do is, like, you can put in more Lion's Eye Diamonds. You can put it... Because drawing 3 cards immediately, more mana. Like, you play the red mana, you go for the Act on Impulse. And
Mhm.
so Ryan needs to win on the spot, right here, right now. And this... So Corbin needs to win through this Ashiok Plus. So he really only has the 2 cards.
Oh, Ryan's land comes into play tapped.
Oh, actually, this might be enough. I'm not sure if Corbin was prepared to deal with only 2 cards, and apparently
No,
he may have
no.
been.
Corbin wins because
Oh, Corbin.
Ryan couldn't cast his Force of Will
Because his creeping tar pit enters tapped.
Mhm.
Oh man, I think Corbin can pull it off. He may have just needed any 3
Oh
cards to swing
no,
top.
because
He may not have expected having to.
so he Gitaxian Probes in response, taps for the mana.
Right.
Um,
I think
oh, I
it's
think-
possible that Corbin actually
he
made that
messed up a little
plan
bit.
without
Yeah.
thinking of Ashiok.
Yeah. I think he messed up a little bit.
Just a little bit. I wonder.
This is why Doomsday is a hard deck.
Indeed, I think he may have forgotten about the Ashiok while making his pile, and not put. Oh no! He's paying for his Snapcaster Mage,
Activating Tar Pit. Oh, that's lethal. Oh.
Unfortunate. Last card.
Well, he couldn't cast it anyway.
Boy, can you imagine that Ryan almost got the mill kill?
Almost.
Oh man, so Ryan takes game 1, but we have got more to come because there is, bet first to 2.
Corbin had the potential win. It's just that he didn't see the line.
Yeah, I think with the Act on Impulse on top, I think there was some potential. Except he only had 2 cards to work with, and he needed both a win condition. Maybe did he have a draw spell in hand?
He had a not when he resolved the Doomsday, but he had a Gitaxian Probe in hand.
Okay, see, maybe what he could have done was just put the Act on Impulse or a draw spell and the Laboratory Maniac there, to where he draws into one of them, pops it, casts the other one, and it's another draw spell, something like that.
Yeah, he was very much closer to the win than projected, but then Doomsday is a very difficult
It's
deck
keep
to
him
play.
off 4 mana, the game. Except then he just goes land Ritual Lion's Eye Diamond, I might just win. I think Ryan's lack of hand disruption, and I'm really curious, I don't think it's going to matter much here, but I'm really curious about what I perceived to be a total lack of creature interaction from Ryan's deck. Because can't he just lose to a Deathrite Shaman?
Corbin or Ryan?
No, Ryan. Because
he has a Liliana.
But if he's trying to keep you off of mana, and you just go turn 1 Deathrite Shaman, I didn't see any way for him to interact with that.
Liliana.
I suppose that's true. That's true.
If also hitting creatures, well, Doomsday doesn't play any creatures.
No, not relevant in this matchup. I'm just thinking for other matchups.
But if there is a deck that plays creatures, your Ashiok can hit creatures.
That's true. Oh, Ashiok.
In Legacy, Ashiok, like, just her first class will hit most things.
At least 3 of them.
At least 3.
It hits at least 3 things.
Well, turn 1 you plus, turn 2 you can hit just about any creature in Legacy.
Stoneforge Mystic is good.
If you've milled anything, you can hit them.
That's true. Not many creatures are costing more than that unless you're up against, say, Sneak and Show.
Yeah.
At that point, you have bigger problems on your mind?
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you there. Your favorite sinkhole is Red Elemental Blasts? Yeah, with Painter out. I love that interaction.
Is it weird that my first instinct was trying to think of any card that wasn't red or blue Elemental Blast when you typed it in? I just think that I'm reading this like, oh, I wanna get him. And you're like, oh, there's no other cards in Magic that are REB or BEB.
Ooh, there has to be.
There
Blood Elf Braid. Ooh. Throwing a sweet party out in Europe, I hear.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm excited.
Rock Festival.
I thought about picking up tickets. It seems like it's going to be quite the show. I'm pretty sure that Jeff Hoagland would be a big fan. He's probably going to be there right up in the front row. Corbin, going to be on play.
I got attacked by a Blood Red Elf today.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's kind of exciting, actually.
It was weird.
If you want to get into fun facts that are... Now, you know what? I'm going to avoid it. Boy, I almost stepped down to a dangerous rabbit hole. Thanks for talking me out of that, Steven. So, we've got a Surgical Extraction in Ryan's hand. I think what I
Ryan's
previously
hand is
thought...
a lot weaker than his other hand.
I think what I previously thought was a Eldrazi Displacer may actually have been a Surgical Extraction.
That is possible.
So I think we're back to being just blue-black.
Because, yeah, he did tell me it was blue-black.
Okay. And Ryan doesn't strike me as a liar.
He's just a cheater. I like
He's not actually a cheater.
No, he's
Caveat.
the furthest from the cheater possible.
He's super wholesome.
He could... I've seen him in spots where, like, it's not even cheating, but just bluffing, where he just gives himself away. Because, like, he can't
It's like, I don't have anything.
One time he accidentally sideboarded out, like, he was playing against elves and he sided out an Echoing Truth, and, like, he's like, oh, I'll search up the Echoing Truth, and his opponent, like, starts to scoop, he's like, oh, but I sideboarded it out. And it's like...
Stop being so wholesome, Ryan.
So, Burning Wish, grabbing a Doomsday.
Yes! Doomsday out of the side.
And Tevin, that doesn't work the way I think you want it to.
I mean, that's not true. Rebuking Ceremony could absolutely be REB.
Yeah.
And we're going to Wasteland the non-basic. We've got a Stifle available if Corbin tries to go with anything. But Corbin mostly just missing out on black mana, and unfortunately, his draw was a fetch.
Yep.
So if he has got a non-fetch black mana source, he does have. Ooh,
He does use the Underground Seething.
So he might actually be able to Doomsday then. We might be looking at that. He is going to play that one down.
Yeah, so we already knew it was red or blue Elemental Blast. And it was trying to...
Yeah. Lord Hext, thanks. And thank you to anybody else for hitting that follow button. It's awesome having you here. Thank you to the people who
Weird.
either are or are considering subscribing.
Do we have any goals? Like any reward type?
Right
deals?
now, our goal is to get to 175.
I mean for followers.
As in, like, what's our next goal?
What happens if we hit 10,000? What's gonna happen?
I guess I didn't have anything in mind for that. We should come up with
It's a
something.
milestone, yeah.
All right, let's start brainstorming this after this. Actually,
I'll
that
draw
sounds sweet.
3. You can put the 2 back on top.
Ha! Look at you.
Look at me
Brainstorm.
go.
It's going to be a doomsday from Corbin. Ah, it's okay. I appreciate it, Lord Hex. Sometimes it happens. So we don't have access to this card, but we are going to doomsday all the same. When you're up against... So I think the big issue here is that Corbin needs to, with Ryan having as many resources as he does, and with Corbin having as little information as he does, needs to actually plan around the potential of a Force of Will. I think that's the biggest consideration that Corbin has got to play around. He also needs to be potentially vigilant of if Ryan untaps, plays a land, and Ashiok's him.
So here's the biggest thing Ryan could do.
Yeah.
When he doomsdays, Ryan gets to see the rest of his deck.
Mm-hmm.
And he can count the rest of those cards. Does Doomsday exile? Or does it put him in your graveyard?
It exiles them.
Okay. In that case, I take that back.
Okay.
'Cause he can surgical.
Oh, no,
So
no,
if
no.
he resolves, like, as soon as one attacks and probe resolves,
But
you
it-
can hit that and I
It
guess
does matter
take
if
storm
Corbin
count.
ends up going for any level of redundancy in his
Yeah.
effects. So if he tries to go, you know, probe,
Mhm.
in response to the first, or after the first probe resolves,
Yeah.
he could potentially strip out the other one from hand.
Yeah. And
So-
take away storm count if that's his way of winning.
I mean, not quite. He would take away a card draw because he'd be getting storm count with the surgical.
Well, yeah. But if he's got 4 probes, then
Yes, then
I
definitely. Good
guess
point,
I
good
guess it
point.
depends.
No, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay. I don't know what. Okay, so we're
Yeah,
going
going
for
the Lab Maniac route.
Interesting. Also slightly risky with that Liliana out if he tries to cast it this turn.
You know what Chase would be very proud of?
What would Chase be very proud of?
A blowout. Oh, never mind. I take it back.
Okay, so Chase wouldn't be
I
proud
saw.
of
I
anything.
saw. Okay, no. Someone posted about it. It's like someone cast Infernal Tutor, and in response, Chase or someone pulls a Marasa, a card into their hand, a land into their hand.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah.
Can I turn it up? Kind of. Fun fact.
We can also just talk ladder, I think.
Fun fact. It's another thing that we're currently working on improving. Our new computer, basically built to handle a bunch of different audio inputs, and this is actually a kind of a new reveal. We have actually acquired a soundboard, and we were going to be moving away from the more ambient-based mic, from the Yeti, to actually directionalized microphones as soon as possible. That one's more on the docket, currently in the purchasing right now.
Yep, this is Legacy with proxies.
Correct.
Interesting, Dora.
I don't know what happened to our volume because everything is maxed out right now, and I don't actually know where that disconnect happened.
I know that I was actually just talking kind of quietly, so
I know that
Doro just has his headphones in and not plugged in.
no, like there definitely was something it used to be, and something happened, and I actually don't know what. And I think it was partially like this computer just went through like a series of crash after crash after crash.
Yeah.
And I think something affected it in that.
Should I let him know about his life total?
That he's at what, 10?
Yeah.
Fox Music, thank you so much for the follow. You're supposed to put Graveyard into Library before you pick 5. I mean, I think he was just searching through the two of them at the same time. Yes, you can still play the same proxy deck for years. It does, like, any credit that you win can only be used on the cards that you're playing with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it goes towards building the deck. Exactly, Running on Water. You have got it nailed, except it actually isn't a 15-card limit anymore. It is actually up to, no. Oh, look at that.
Did we fix it too?
Yep, Doro is already on top
Neat.
of it. So we've got 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds. They're about to... Gitaxian Probe?
In response, double crack the Lion's Eye Diamond. Ryan has a Spell Pierce,
but now there's
Corbin
a
has a
ton of
lot
mana.
of mana, so yeah. So Gitaxian Probe resolves.
I think he might just need to... Oh no, he might have been
Veil?
waiting for one other spell. He needs to actually hit literally any spell because he could potentially cost him out of playing the Laboratory Maniac.
Using 3 red mana to act on Impulse.
Yep. Exactly, run on water.
I think this is where Ryan Spell Pierces.
Yeah, because he knows the last card is Laboratory Maniac at this point.
So it leaves him with 1 mana left.
And he needs to tax him on the mana more than anything. Exactly. So we draw the card.
Ryan wins this one.
Yep.
Well, I guess Ryan draws a card and passes.
True. Technically, Corbin. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go hunt down another match.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, Steven. Let's head on up to the booth. Hello and thank you for joining. I apologize that Matthias, thanks for hitting that follow button. I apologize that our video is a little bit funky today, but that's partially why we're buying all brand new stuff, and we've got new stuff on the way. Some of it appeared today, so I'm very, very excited about that, and we are working on completely redesigning our system. The shop is actually moving locations, and so we are taking that opportunity to basically say, okay, well, if we were starting this stream at the beginning, how would we do it? And that's the approach that we're taking, and so we are going from the bottom up. It is very exciting. I'm excited, and hopefully you are all as well. Thank you so much for being here. My name is TJ. I'm joined today by Steven for Legacy. Where are we looking to move? It is just going to be down the street, actually, but it is going to be I think a place that is almost twice the size or something like that. Oh, it is very exciting, Jesse. We spent probably about 2/3 of everything that we've made from the stream entirely on this, which is one of the benefits of not getting paid by the stream. We get to use all of it on this stuff. So, I'm quite excited about the things that are coming down. I know. Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to try actually move from one closet to another. Actually, we are getting our own dedicated room as well. I'm going to actually really quickly look up, and I'm going to see if I can just manually change some of our microphone from the back end. I'm testing that because it shouldn't be as low as it is, and it hasn't been historically, and it's been a bit of a problem. So I'm gonna see if we can come up with a solution. The closet stream will be missed forever. I will miss the closet stream, but I think it'll be good overall for us. Alright, let's take a look. I don't need that for... Sorry, I'm just playing with stuff at the moment so that things can work, hopefully. Digging the suits? Thanks! We're just trying something today. Robert, it's good to see you. Corthian, I think he has for some time. I don't think that that's anything entirely new. I think we're just... It's a fantastic... If I started looking at OBS... Oh no, OBS is fine. That's not the issue at all.
I've put Coleman on... There's 3 matches remaining, so one of them looks close, and I just let him say, hey, this one's pretty close. And so important to know in that last game.
Yeah.
Ryan's surgically extracted the Resolved Doomsday just to shuffle Corbin's library.
That's super clever.
Yeah.
That's really clever. I like that quite a bit. I wonder what this does. I don't really know what that does. Huh. Should probably not play with this stuff too much, but I really want to.
If we weren't streaming, I would, like, pretend like I knew what I was talking about. Or at least give, like, an educated guess. But...
Until then, that's just for later. Okay. That game made you want to play more Ashiok? That is the correct answer to this problem. Boy, I really wish I had brought a hat.
You know what? I went out there and Coleman made the exact same comment about the hat.
The hat's just selling it right now?
Yeah. Well,
Your hat, you look so clever with the hat right now. Hold on. Welcome to the Geek Fortress stream. My name's TJ.
I'm Stephen.
And we are streaming some Legacy tonight. We've got 4 rounds of that sweet Legacy action coming at you. What did we just see?
We saw Doomsday versus Blue Black Sinkhole.
That's right, and Sinkhole coming up with the win in 2. Gotta say, pretty impressive watching it sink those holes.
Yep.
I mean, what is it, Tiger Woods?
Kobe.
I'm excited. So do you have a favorite Legacy deck? Do you have...
I'm a fan of just regular Ant Storm. Just
You're
ad nauseum tendrils.
You like bringing the weather?
I like bringing the weather.
Is there anybody who is the best Storm player in the world called the Weatherman?
They should be.
Because they really...
Who's...
Or weather woman?
It's really hard
The
to...
meteorologist is, I suppose, what the technical term is.
I don't think of, like, the only person, like... There's notable, like, affinity
There's
players.
Caleb Scherer.
There's notable, like, modern deck players. But then, like, there's Feline Longmore, who plays,
High Tide. Member of the Rogues Gallery.
And then, from then on, it's like, I can't really think of that many... I'm not too big into, like, the Legacy Pro scene, but... I don't, like, attach anyone to decks.
Gotcha.
Like,
Brian?
Tom the Boss Ross, in fact, in just other Sly decks, I guess.
Does Bryant go by the name the Weatherman? Because that John the Weatherman Finkel, now that would be sweet.
But Finkel has so much going for him.
But he always forces Storm in like cubes and stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah, he is. I mean, John's pretty good at math. He's good at magic.
It's really hard to like. It'd be so cool to. It's like, oh yeah, just wear your Weatherman costume to a Legacy tournament, but it's like you're just wearing a suit.
You mean this?
Yeah, it's like.
Look at us, we're the Weathermen.
But you have to wear wacky tie, maybe. I don't know. It's like,
keep a green screen behind you at all times.
just like you gotta talk like a weatherman, and over here we got, it's like
over here we have your inevitable destruction with a Storm 10 moving up through the cold front.
75% chance that this is a Lion's Eye Diamond.
Ooh, okay.
And then you have to make bad puns, I guess.
We've got a Category 4 ad nauseum moving into your area. Looks like it's got about a 75%.
Stay inside. It's gonna get.
I like this idea. Can we become... Let's go to Legacy team events. Both play Storm. And just the entire time.
Yeah. Like the standard players.
Drewski, bro, that's a sub! Let's get some jazz hands going. Thank you so very much. You are amazing and awesome. Supporting the stream is super helpful for us. We have got a lot of cool things coming down the pipeline, and truly and honestly, I love it.
It's a fantastic time in Standard right now. There is actually a Storm deck in Standard.
Yes, mono blue.
Yeah, well, actually, you can play blue-white now, because what's the Aftermath card, where the white one returns cards to your hand? And the blue one wheels.
Yes.
It's like Leave to something.
Hold on.
Leave to Chance? Is it? It's from Hour of Devastation's new. And then there's Paradoxical Outcome, and then there's...
Leave it to Beaver?
Missed Opportunity Wizards.
Make a Beaver token?
Did you... we know what the HasCon promos are going to be, at least the...
We saw that there's a Sword of Dungeons and Dragons.
There's a Sword of Dungeons and Dragons,
right.
And then there's going to be a Nerf card, and there's going to be a Transformers card.
It
so
better have Transform.
That's what everyone's saying. It's probably not going to happen.
I know. I hope it... What if the card is printed on an actual circle, like a cutout circle, and you have to roll it out?
See, I've also seen it's going to be like perforated in origami.
Oh, okay. So I was just thinking a perforated like circle, and then you have to like roll it out. I'm like, oh man, that'd be sweet. I would love that.
I think that is a mechanic they could capitalize on with unstable cards that you damage.
Yes, in fact, didn't they say that in the article that they were like, when you buy this box, we are taking the complete approach with these.
Yeah.
That you are not buying the cards.
You're buying the drafting.
You are buying the experience.
Yeah.
So I think that there's a lot of potential for them to do something
especially,
like...
I think, it was the perforated tokens. Totally a test.
Ooh. What standard car has Storm? I believe that's a Prius or something electric. I think the Tesla.
What standard card is, there's nothing that has Storm, but there is Aetherflux Reservoir, which for each spell you cast this turn, you gain that many spells life. So your first spell gains you 1 life, your second spell gains you 2 life, third spell so on and so on. And then it has pay 50 life, deal 50 damage to target creature or player. And I like that it has that or player or creature part. Instead, sometimes you just really want a creature dead. Yeah, we were sent a case of Unstable to sell it. To, like, not for us to sell.
We were
personally, yeah.
Really?
We were bribed.
Interesting. I thought that was my therapist who said that.
This is product placement.
Ooh, we've got a knock.
That's an authoritative knock.
That was a very authoritative.
That was very authoritative.
It looks like we've got.
I fixed the green screen issue.
Oh, you did?
Look.
Oh yeah, because we're having some light problems, and I see the hat actually like negates it for me, which is hilarious. And then so he's got the Shredder mask. So we got
just eat shredded chicken.
Donovan on the wall, and I'm pretty sure he's playing Alcatraz Birdman.
James.
And then he's playing James, who's playing Storm.
Yep.
The Weatherman.
But his nickname is already the Giant Slayer.
Oh right.
Because he or the Dream Crusher.
Going to game 3. Is Donovan playing Alcatraz Birdman?
What?
Is he playing Alcatraz Birdman?
He's playing Blue White Prison.
No.
Goblins.
Nope.
Can you just tell us?
Oh,
Red Delver.
Okay.
Oh, that's not fun. I'm disappointed.
That's okay. I'm never disappointed in Donovan because he's my hero.
Has he shown you his primer for Alcatraz Birdman?
No, he has not.
I recommend it.
Please tell me it's like 1 sentence long.
No, it is actually incredibly long. It was like I got halfway through it, and it's just like I'm like at that point I just scrolled all the way to the bottom, and it's like, okay, I'm not reading this.
Let's head on down to the field. Oh my goodness, and we've got a Ponder from James to kick things off. What a champion. Really, by the way, we're going to build a team. It's going to be a team. We're all going to wear, like, clothes, but we're going to have different. So one person is going to be... one. No, but one is going to be like the... one is going to be on vehicles, and they're going to be sports. Right? Because they're talking about the races. One of us is going to be on Storm, and they're going to be like the Weatherman. And our
the
name...
news team?
The Casters. The newscasters.
Yeah. That...
Come on.
That is good.
That's a bit. Someone can be on Fish and play anchor.
There was a very conveniently timed Coleman laugh in the distance.
I do love conveniently timed Coleman laughs.
Right,
I basically live off of them.
Donovan has Flutter Strand for a volcanic island. James really good at showing us what's in his handy.
Trademark, by the way.
What?
Newscasters.
Oh yeah. We'll sue you.
With our secret 4th team member.
Oh, we would have to have our field reporter, literally field reporting.
Yes. So Donovan's gonna kick things off with a brainstorm. Looks like it's actually a mainstorm.
I did not. I love that. That's a command.
Oh yeah, the Coleman laugh.
Coleman laugh in the background.
Yeah, it's not actually today. It just kind of always goes on forward. What about the guy in the green morph suit?
There's actually a guy in
the
green
Man.
Green morph suit in this room right now, but green screen, so.
That's actually Green Man. Everybody loves Green Man.
It's the Green Man dance.
So James has got his second land, firing off a Duress. We're going to take a look and see what there is.
Chain Lightning, Young Pyromancer.
This has got to be Josh's build.
Yeah.
Up 2 today?
Counted up 2 today.
You're right.
From the beginning to now.
I love the theater.
There's the beginning.
So we've got 2 Ponders, a Brainstorm, Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt. I think I might almost take one of the Ponders? Because there's no fetch lands in hand, so the Brainstorm is a bit worse.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'd also maybe take the Young Pyromans. Oh, because
you can't Duress, yeah. But you also do... If you have access to, say, a... I think... I mean, if I'm holding the Cabal Therapy, I'm probably not taking a Ponder.
No.
At that point, I think I will just,
Oh, interesting to know, James is playing his very own brew of Storm. I don't. I'm assuming which has Shallow Grave,
Which has 4 copies of Entomb,
Shallow Grave,
Shallow Grave, and Gristlebrand.
and also Megas of.
Is that back in?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, that was out for a
But
while.
I saw him. I saw him like the other day at Mox playing Legacy, and it's just like.
Yeah,
I
his
finished my match and I walked over to him, and he just has the goofiest grin on his face, and his opponent looks really upset.
meet you at a later bar, night or day soon. Okay, sure, let's do that. Catch you sometime. I'm not entirely
Yes.
sure.
Oh yeah, Tiny Fins.
Yep.
Storm count 1.
It's
Oh,
just got these
he's
itty bitty
0.
fins.
How do they swim anyway?
Nemo style. Lucky. Lucky fins. It's his lucky fin. Alright, so James is trying to find Nemo here as he goes for
The basic island.
Nice. That's a classy move. Cabal Ritual firing off using this Lotus Petal. We're going to gain ourselves some mana and go up to 3 Storm. It's going to be the 3/3 all around. Drops down a Lion's Eye Diamond.
Ooh, he's got it.
Yeah, baby. He's got it.
Yep. I was on today earlier, actually. Oop.
An advertisement?
Another Venus, the song.
Oh, the song.
Yeah, Dylan had it on his
80s cardio.
80s cardio.
I love the 80s cardio station. Storm count
So,
5, and we're
Infernal
switching on
Tutor
that.
in response, crack LED.
And-
Ooh,
Ooh, that is nice.
spicy.
Looks like James has got his Warrens a little bit too full.
So yep, that's 12 goblins, and then Donovan just does not have anything to deal with 12 goblins.
Not
Ooh,
really.
Are you ready for this?
You mean the young pyromancer?
No, the goblin tokens. Oh.
You got me real excited for nothing, didn't you?
Okay, so he like my first ever real tournament, he calls me over like, Judge, like first judge call I've ever had to be official. It's like, I can't use my phone, will you take a picture of this for TJ? And it's a picture of him storming off and then using your TJ token
Yep.
for goblin tokens.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, his opponent didn't seem too pleased.
Really?
Well, I mean, because it was kind of
He was
not,
taking a picture while he went off.
well,
with
not a
empty orange.
relevant like judge call or anything.
No, that's also
Yeah.
a little bit true. I can see that.
I mean, it was game 3 though. It was kind of like the losing round 1.
Did they have like 15 minutes left?
Oh, they had a lot of time left.
Okay.
It was like maybe 10 minutes into the round because it's Storm and sometimes it just like.
They don't call him James the Dream Crusher for nothing. So we've got 12 of these gobos, and Donovan's getting a little bit of a taste of that nickname, deciding how he wants to navigate this realm. The problem is that you have to think to yourself, is it worth casting these cantrips?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so what's the answer to that question? Well, do I have a card that I want to draw?
Oh, there we go.
That's me!
It says I want to be a gobbo.
It does. I wrote it. I think I forgot to sign it, even though the original thing was like, would you sign this? And I think I wrote on it and forgot to sign it. So we're going to attack for 12, and it looks like we're going to fall down to 7. And we have got a Cabal Therapy, probably naming...
Ponder.
Ponder or Brainstorm? Yeah. And there was another... should have gone Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Miss by James. Never mind, he's going to flash it back, and he's going to name Brainstorm. Not a miss by James. He does have 2 of these bolt effects, and he draws into a 3rd.
Yeah, I think Donovan is just done for.
I mean, if James was at 6, this would just be a different game.
Yeah.
But he's at 19, which
It's a
is
lot more bolts.
yeah. They don't print 13 damage spells like they used to, you know.
Nothing Shivan Meteor.
Exactly. You're still sad that Tin Fins isn't Merfolk. I know. Ooh, and it looks like we're in a double bolt now. Taking down 2 of the goblins. Does bring it back down. He could then trade with 2 of them.
So he does
Full
go
trade.
down to 1.
And there are 6 of these. He does have a Chain Lightning to hit 1 of them. Does he run Pyroclasm in the main? In the boldest move? Nope.
No, he does not.
I really wish that James
gonna
had
bolt
played
himself.
a Lion's Eye Diamond. If he has one in hand. Because then he could have popped the diamond to throw back The Chain Lightning
Mhm.
at Donovan for the win.
Donovan has untapped. Alright, that was game 3, and that should probably wrap it up for Legacy.
Oh, absolutely.
For
We're at
round one.
we're only at a few minutes left for the round, and ever since Top was banned, the rounds just don't last like they used to.
Done.
Yep. Let's head on up to the booth and see what we can find. It's time to get ready for round 2. Hello and thank you for joining. My name's TJ Steven, of course, my companion in the booth this evening. He's out there taking a look to see what we can see for round 2, which is coming on up. We've got 4 of those magical rounds here tonight, and it is going to be an exciting time. If you are just joining for the first time, be sure to hit that follow button to join us more in the future. We do Legacy every single Friday at 7:30. Plus, in addition to that, not subtraction. Blah. You can join us every Wednesday at 7 and Saturday at 6, just like tomorrow, for some of that sweet, sweet modern action. That's right, the 2 formats with the mostest. That should have rhymed, but it didn't, because we got to move on forward with our points. We do stream that 3 times a week, bringing it to you. Hit that follow button, join us more in the future. And if you do want to help support what this stream does as we are moving forward with all kinds of other plans, and as we're moving forward into a bright and glorious future with a new store, we have got a new playmat on the way. I can give you a sample of it. I'll tell you what, if we get let's say, if we get 5 subs today, we already had 1, then we will show the new playmat. How about that? That seems like a challenge, right? That seems like a cool challenge. Doro, I think, let's see, I think you can coordinate that potentially. I think you, or actually no, I can coordinate this. Hold on, what can I do here? What can I do here? I think I can coordinate this. Yeah, so with that, then we will absolutely do such a thing. Hopefully that's an exciting incentive. I don't know. It sounds exciting to me, or I will consider other stuff. But I like that as an idea.
Alright.
How do you feel about that as an idea?
I think it's flawless.
Wonderful. I said that with 5 subs, we'd reveal the new playmat.
Oh. That's a good idea. 5 subs?
5 subs. We've already got 1.
Or 125 sub.
Or one $25 sub? So just $25 in subs.
Yeah.
And we've already gotten 5.
Right.
Okay. That works for me.
So we got Josh on the wall
Okay.
playing Grixis, Pyromancer.
First place.
What?
Other one first place.
Oh, not on the wall is Donovan. I mean, there's basically they split in such a perfect way that we had to see someone twice.
No, I was thinking that Donovan moved sides.
Oh.
I could have just kept him there, but he had to change sides.
My genius was leaking.
That's okay. That's normal.
So yeah, Josh is playing Grixis Pyromancer.
Correct.
Very much wanted to emphasize that he's not playing Delver.
Correct.
You have the names mixed up with the decks.
Dang it, I had it right.
Yeah.
And then I mixed it up.
Mhm.
Look at me go.
So you want on the not wall first?
Yes.
Okay.
Because then I can just tab my way through the whole thing.
Oh, I see. Makes sense.
So, let's head on down to the booth. It's time for round 2. Re-kicking off that timer. We will see you there. Catchphrase.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful catchphrase.
Yeah, it's a good thing I said it during the break and you couldn't hear it. You put me on the spot.
I did. You know why? Because I trust you.
Yeah.
By the way, I love your jacket.
Thank you. I don't know where I got it.
You walked into the booth and he's like, I don't know whose jacket this is.
So I have a jacket that's mine and it's like custom fitted to me and all that, and this is not it. This is like, yeah, this is wool, and mine is not wool. This is wool.
Interesting.
Um,
Is this Tommy Moonray's drummer?
yeah. I
Absolutely.
used to play the drums.
This is the drummer known as Venus Williams.
Why? I don't play tennis.
Neither does Venus. She's on another level.
You
Yeah.
you didn't change the decks names.
Dang it! I was writing everything on the wrong side.
It's the Shredder glasses.
It is. This is how Shredder's plans always get bungled.
I like that they are playing with blue and red sleeves, red versus blue. They synced their sleeves to the dice.
Absolutely, they did. Sketchbase really is, yeah.
No.
So we've got a Polita Delta coming down for Josh Donovan with a Volcanic Island.
I would think that... Oh, that's a rough one. I do think that Josh has... They just have so many answers for each other. But I think that Josh has enough answers to deal with every threat that Donovan puts out.
I think Josh is also in the more dominating position. They both kind of built to capitalize off of Young Pyromancer, but Josh is, I think, just loaded up into kind of the removal late game, like having access to Kolagon's command, is just kind of this really cool edge over the, chain lightnings that Donovan has.
I'm not sure if he did.
Not certain, but even still, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they drew and went to the next game.
Yeah, no, this
Josh
sounds
and Donovan
exactly
are
like
friends.
exactly like the two of us.
I could not confirm. Honestly, I was distractedly reading chat.
You know, I wouldn't even put it past them to have switched decks before. And it seems like exactly the kind of thing they would do.
I'm always worried when these two get on camera together in a weird combination of like, hey, this is nothing against the two of them. I actually really enjoy these two like they are hilarious individuals. However, you put them together on the stream,
Yeah.
and man, these two, you've played Mass Effect, yes?
I have.
So
The whole
these
thing.
two remind me of almost like the Geth of meme lords. Individually, they're pretty cool and they tell good memes. But you put them together, and their combined meme intelligence just exponentially increases. So, like, you put Josh and Donovan and Corbin into a room together, and you've just got memes.
And a table full of magic cards.
And suddenly we are Legion. So we have got a Baleful Strix on the battlefield
that
for
is
Josh.
Josh's by far favorite card.
Oh, the card itself is just gorgeous. It's amazing.
Value, good art, says all of the right words.
And it's an owl.
It's a bird.
Everyone is fond of owls.
Except for Mice and Shrews and Simon Cowles.
On the owls, they will come for you. So, Indulger of Secrets out for Donovan. Still one fetch up and running. Looks like Josh holding a hand of tokens. He wants to shuffle his hand, but he doesn't want to hide that information from Donovan, so he just picked up a couple of tokens to fly through. Either that or he's got a timely reinforcements that we don't know about.
Yeah. I think this is a rough... I think that the Strix really gives... just because it trades with Delver so well.
What's our policy on proxy? Seems bad for sales? Nope. Not bad for sales at all. I can talk about this more when it's not a game, but ask me about it. Remind me when we're not like between matches or something like that. I would love to talk about that.
Yeah. I'll remind you, I think.
Yes.
Are they mismatched proxies?
Though, actually, I would love that.
Some of them are real, so... Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Delver, and we see Force of Will, the Days, Brainstorm, and that's actually a Chain Lightning. So Donovan has got at least 2 different printings of Chain Lightning in the deck, as well as 2 different printings of
Isn't
Days.
that just a lightning bolt?
No, that is a Chain Lightning.
Oh, Chain Lightning.
Lightning bolts come from the right, Chain Lightnings come from the left.
That is fantastic, TJ.
What? Did I know that?
I'm not at all shocked or, like, bolted at all. I tried so hard to think of another... like, I am open-fired. Lightning
How
struck.
dare you?
How
How dare
insulting.
you? My
Chandra's ingenuity.
So we've got another Baleful Strix coming down for Josh, and he has got Daze mana up unless Donovan is willing to pick up 2 lands, kicks it back. Donovan probably going to fire off this Brainstorm. He does have a fetch available.
What is the thing under the force? What or next to the force? It's not the days. What's the?
That is another Daze.
Not this one. Is that a days?
That's a Daze, yeah.
Okay.
Typhoon, so that is the Eternal Masters printing of Daze.
Interesting.
Yeah, actually really excellent art.
I've
There
never
are
seen
now... No, people tend to favorite either the original, and then people who are really trying to go for like the newer versions where they can get like the sweet foils actually just now have an Invocation to go to.
That's true.
And the Invocation...
It has the best art.
It is probably the best art of all the Invocations. It is beyond beautiful.
I need to find the person in charge of like who decides like the super promos, like judge foils and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's like Days art, old border.
Don't you know that would be Mark Rosewater?
He was in charge of promos.
I believe he's in charge of everything. I've been reading a lot of Reddit lately.
Oh, you're right. You're certainly correct.
Have you not read his Tumblr? He's in charge of everything.
He's in fact in charge of everything, including what happens at our LGS.
Including...
He schedules every tournament here.
It's pretty impressive, actually, once you get into the logistics of it all. Very busy man.
Incredible.
Is that an altered island, except the altar is just a squiggle?
Where?
Well, on Donovan's side.
I would not put it past him.
Would not even put it remotely past him. Would you like to... Do you want to be our on-the-field correspondent and just go take a closer look at that island and report back?
I'll be right back.
Alright, let's see what we've got. So we've got Young Pyromancer on the battlefield, and we are firing off a Ponder, and we are just going to investigate this island real quick. I hope it's a treasure map. I really hope so. If it's a treasure map that leads to the island, I'm gonna be so happy. Donovan's deck has all kinds of tilting. I can't wait until he plays against someone.
Alright.
Top leading guess in the chat is that it's a treasure map leading to the island.
No, he just signed it himself 4 times. And that is in fact 2 separate proxies of Volcanic Island.
So we've got Young Pyromancer tokens and an Insectile Aberration for Donovan. Josh with 2 Baleful Strix has the Fatal Push, which he could take down either the Delver, if the Insectile Aberration, more likely the Young Pyromancer if he decides to fire this off, because that's definitely the more value card, because he does have an answer to the Insectile Aberration.
Yeah.
He just signed his own island.
Oh. So we're gonna discard, kill the Pyromancer. There's forces.
Yes.
There's forces at work. Powerful forces.
And looks like we're going to get rid of one of our Dazes. I prefer not Pokemon cards, but hey, I'm just the guy in the booth. So, whatever.
So yeah, I had that happen, oh, where was it? Some guy was playing, like, tokens, and, he had a lot of different tokens, and he was only using Pokemon cards, as his tokens. But he had 3 different kinds of tokens. Like, I cannot keep track of this. Like, you've got a Charizard as a zombie token, and it was all over the place. It was very confusing.
Yep. Pokemon cards is better than dice, but we have all of them next to them. We have all the tokens directly next to them.
I do like that using Pokemon energy cards for energy.
I actually still don't.
I mean, the Lightning Bolt one is the same thing.
I know, but I just, from a personal perspective, for stream,
definitely not.
I have different requirements for stream and not, but like, my reasoning is that if I were to jump into this stream for the first time, I would say, why are there Pokemon cards with Magic cards? And like, there's no connection in my mind that that might be tokens. So that, like, it's different on stream as opposed to off stream. Off stream, I think Pokemon cards are quite fun.
Yeah.
That's easy. But on stream,
as long as there's only like one kind of thing to keep track of.
I'm not at all a fan. But
so Fatal Push.
I need to pick my
gets
battles.
Force Pitching Days again. This kind of how the Pyromancer works.
It makes tokens and counter spells. I mean, that's essentially it. Yeah, you've got this wall of 1/1s. One of these players is going to have to get aggressive eventually, and that might be the tipping point.
Yep. That's a lot of tokens there.
Yeah, this is a huge amount. And he could just freely attack with actually the 3 of these, and I would very much consider just... Interesting. He's actually willing to trade off that young Pyromancer as well to guarantee getting in 6 damage. I actually am okay with that.
I'm entirely impressed by the amount of Charmanders they have.
That's true. These two weren't 90s kids.
I'm gonna imagine they actually have a deck box entirely with Charmanders.
I mean, that's probably fair. I have a deck box entirely of squirrel tokens.
Mm-hmm.
You want like a...
That'd be a cool idea. I've seen sleeve covers that give black borders.
Yes, I like those ones quite a bit.
I'm a big fan of them as well.
Just for uniformity. We've got a ponder from Josh. Taking a look at the top 3. Hey, bet it shuffles.
Mm-hmm.
It will always shuffle.
Yeah.
70% of all ponders shuffle. He said in a made-up statistic. Before people say, duh, statistics are made up. Gotcha. Beat ya.
Mm-hmm. The Paul Cheon game of beat the stream.
Haha!
You give information and then immediately correct yourself, and then there's just this big, like, brick
Wall.
wall of people who are like, well, actually, Paul, you see, this is the way it is. And then they look like the silly ones instead of him. Love it.
Kolorgon's command here capable of killing one of these creatures, but actually doesn't get a whole lot more than that. Might be able to buy back one of these Baleful Strix.
I think, yeah, Donovan probably is going to run away with this game because it's really hard for any deck, unless Josh lands double Pyromancer and starts doing the same thing Donovan did.
It's the same reason Empty the Warrens is good.
Mm-hmm.
If you have just at a certain point, you just overwhelm them in creatures. So just addressing this early on, not going to let Donovan untap with the potential. He's taken a pretty sizable hit here, though. He's about to fall down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 4. I'm sorry. Miscounted.
5 plus 3 is 8.
So getting hit down to 4, he's going to untap. He's got a Baleful Strix to answer one of these, but then he needs to answer the rest of the board as well.
So he plays the Baleful Strix, draws a card, looks at it, probably concedes.
He does also have the Gurmag Angler and a Ponder. He could try pondering to see if he just dumps himself into removal and then can Baleful Strix to 2 removal spells, but he doesn't even have that much red mana.
Yeah.
So-
Pyromancer?
Young,
not
I don't
enough.
think he has enough spells for
I don't
the
think
Young
he has any
Pyromancer.
spells.
I think he has a Gitaxian Probe, but that has
It's
its
the
own...
opposite of what you want.
Yep. That is a little bit tricky. I think you're right that Donovan probably has this game, because Josh is going to have to expend so many resources just answering the board as it currently sits that Donovan can convert almost any card into a win.
Yeah. Especially if he just draws a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Or a Chain Lightning for the win. Just, brutal. Baleful? I don't think this does it.
Ooh, fortune favors the bold.
I don't see a line that actually makes him survive, because he needs to be able to now block 4 of these, or disable 4 of the attacking creatures, one of which has to be the Insectile Aberration.
If he goes Baleful Strix into Bolt, he still... No,
Nope.
he goes to 1.
No, he dies.
Because he's got 3 blockers.
He doesn't... Oh, you're right,
Or-
the Elemental. No, you're
For
absolutely
5
right.
creatures, yeah.
So if there's a
So it
Lightning
has to
Bolt
be
on top...
exactly a Bolt. And it's not.
If it was, though... Oh.
Or a push.
But if it was, I'd
It
be
was a
so
land.
impressed.
I would tap blue for the...
Needs to find a free spell?
He's dead.
Probably. Donovan could always forget that he has a combat step.
If Donovan casts a spell, he does he have days?
No, Donovan forgot to reveal his hand to Josh, and he's like, by the way, this is my... Alright, so he's going to put down a Monastery Swiftspear. Can you imagine if Josh had gotten the Lightning Bolt, had that successful triumph, and Donovan just top-decked Monastery Swiftspear and attacked?
Or stop deck the lightning bolt. Yeah.
Donovan takes game 1 against Josh.
I think in game 2 I give the advantage to Josh because he goes first.
He goes first, and also he gets sideboard, which I'm going to guess has got a decent amount that's able to handle these smaller creature decks. And
Blue Elemental Blast, Red Elemental Blast.
looks like he is looking to answer blue and red spells.
More counter spells.
And the Surprise of the Century brings in, is it Staticaster, which is a house against Young Pyromancer.
Awkwardly kills your own dudes.
Yes.
Does it
But
each
when
one the
you-
enemy controls with the same name, or each creature?
No,
with the same
it is each with the same name. However, the nice part is that if you have a 0-3 and they don't, you're winning.
That's true.
It's also able to, yeah, I think it kills too much to not want to take that.
It kills everything in Donovan's deck.
Exactly. At least one point in the game, the only thing that it doesn't is a Monastery Swiftspear, but it does so well at blocking it.
Yeah.
Storm in a box. Josh, play Storm in a box. Yeah. Oh, and it looks like he is going to take out these Force of Wills. Decides he doesn't want to play that game. It's all about card advantage for Josh, and I think that this is probably him just deciding that he's going to want to play the card advantage. I'm going to have more cards. I'm going to use them. I'm going to drain you of resources until you have an empty hand, and I don't, and I'm going to feel good about myself. And then just grind the game
So
out.
he takes out the Jaces, some pushes, and the Forces.
Taking out the Jaces completely contradicts what I just said, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, taking out the Jace doesn't really do anything.
Jace is slow.
Against Delbert.
Jace is probably just too slow against a deck that is, going to kill you well before that if it's going to ever be good. So, we shall see. Looks like Donovan is looking through his deck, probably just trying to memorize the deck list.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a pretty important one. A little bit of a cursory review of just where he's been, what he's been up to. It's nice. He likes to do these quarterly reviews of his deck.
Checking it out, he's like, wait a minute, this isn't Alcatraz Birdman.
I was wondering why I didn't draw.
Ah, biggest misplay. This is the wrong deck. You know, sometimes the biggest misplay is you brought the wrong deck.
It wasn't until Donovan realized that he didn't have a detention sphere in his sideboard that he was playing the wrong deck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
But he's actually playing actual zero birds.
Josh isn't, though.
Josh is playing more
Josh
birds
has got
than-
Josh is more bird than Donovan ever will be.
He's got 4 bird.
Absolutely. 4 burbs and static casters on both sides. Please let there be a static caster fight. Just please let there be a static caster fight. By the way, just to toss out as an extra special bonus to remind, if we end up with $25 in subs today, now we've already had $5, we will be showing the brand new playmat here. I wasn't intending to reveal it just yet, but I'm feeling a bit wacky, if you will.
Feeling sassy.
You know how I get. You know how I get wacky, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you?
Don't you?
Don't you know how I get wacky?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh boy.
Oh man,
Oh dear.
I get so wacky.
Oh dear.
It's that crazy guy again.
Gui.
GUI. I don't know. This
Hey,
computer's
why?
got that GUI system.
Gui. Graphical user.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I always feel wacky. Yeah, that's probably not inaccurate.
Where do you find squares?
Thomas Jefferson. It's awesome having you here. Fun fact, I did a report on Thomas Jefferson, and do you know why I settled on him?
Why?
His initials are TJ.
Nice.
Yep, that was it. That was 100% it. I don't get the context of when I said this. I don't get that.
Where do you find squares? At the circle store?
Yeah,
Obviously.
I don't get where my head was at this joke.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly lost. That's okay. You don't have to wear a suit. Hi, Peter.
This is 100%
Wool.
worsted wool.
Worsted?
Worsted.
Oh, I like bested wool.
Yeah, made in Canada. Oh
Really?
dear.
What's mine? I found this at a Goodwill. Oh, this is also 100% wool.
Well, what kind of wool?
Wool?
Don't you dare say bested wool.
Bested wool.
Sped, speed.
Yep. Sped. Speed.
That does sound like a Bryce joke. Oh, there's magic happening. So there was a Delver cast. There was a bolt killing the Delver.
Correct. All those things happened. That sounds like a Bryce joke? That does sound like a Bryce joke. Okay, I believe that. I don't remember saying that Geek Fortress or Shakespeare was a burn player, but I fully believe saying that. Fun fact, I signed that lightning bolt recently.
Neat.
Yeah, like a week ago. So that's kind of cool.
It's like, oh wow, look at that. Oh, it's right there.
Oh yeah.
Look at that brand new playmat. Oh man. Oh boy.
I actually
What the
really,
Undertale?
really love it. We should get a bunch of toy phones and put them in our jacket. That doesn't make any sense. I dig it though. So we have got a bash-in with Donovan's barely allowed Monastery Swiss Spear.
Wow.
Because, and here's the problem, we can't disallow that one. Because it is actually a Monastery Swiss Spear
Yeah.
that he white-outed and then drew. So as much as I'd like to say, no, that doesn't count as a proxy, it isn't one. Which is just wonderful.
That was startling.
Which is just so exciting.
I like the thing. The pattern.
Yeah.
That's way cooler than the one that it was before.
No, it's subtle. I like it. It was really well done. It was really well done. Just do that.
So, Donovan has laid down a sulfuric vortex. Josh has his baleful Strix.
Is this actually an altar? Yes. This is actually an altar. Which is why.
Oh yeah, and you could disallow the Monastery Swiss Spear because disallows legal in Legacy.
Boo.
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 I like Dylan's picture of the Hearthstone pack he opened.
The new design for the playmat, it will not be an issue for the stream from what we've looked at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From what we have looked at, it will not be an issue.
Yeah, well, we're
And no, you're welcome to talk about it.
Peter, yeah, you're welcome. But we're trying to use it to get subscribers.
Yeah. If we get 5 subs today, we'll show it on stream for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty exciting.
Got updated life totals. Nice.
Yep. So a ponder from Donovan kicking off. I love, by the way, Sulfuric Vortex.
I do too.
It's
I'm a big fan.
possibly one of my favorite cards.
Mhm.
I mean, granted, that
Super
list is like
smooth.
20 to 50 cards long,
Mhm.
but it's on the list of just cool cards that are sweet, that do cool things. No, it's all good, Peter. It's all good.
My list of favorite Magic cards is mostly just like a list that excludes cards instead of includes cards.
That's reasonable. If you tell me that Transguild Promenade isn't on your list, we're not friends anymore. So, Donovan shuffling it up off of a ponder. Who would have guessed?
Oh, see now your stats were wrong. This has been a 100% shuffle rate.
That's true. Ooh, Josh, almost looking
That's
at extra cards.
That is that was looking at extra cards.
Ooh, gee. Well, what if he had blinked at the time?
You're right.
We can't know for certain.
No one plays Belcher anymore. Yeah. This is a different Josh.
Fun fact.
Oh, but did this Josh also play Belcher?
Apparently. Wouldn't put it past him.
Mhm.
And we have got, ooh, that is a red elemental, or a pyroblast actually.
Belcher is super fun. It's like Storm, but like way swingier.
What's up, Boomer TNT? How you doing? And looks like we've got the Delver of Secrets out on the battlefield. And these players, just to give you all a heads up, are going to count Storm today.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past one of them to actually have a Storm spell.
Actually, you know, Flusterstorm is in Josh's hand. Force will here, and Josh is gonna feel oh so clever because he's tracking Storm, and it's going to matter.
Oh yeah, Donovan put the dice to show the one blue floating.
So a blue mana from Josh, who is then, of course.
Oh yeah, Force Will still on the stack.
Yep. I'm so proud of Josh. Way to turn a meme into a win.
Pay 1 for the Force of Will alternative casting cost.
Hooray!
Anytime now.
Flusterstorm. All of them targeting that one. Let's see what happens. He could technically Pyroblast one of the copies.
Yeah.
Understandable, Peter. It happens. It happens. That's the way that life goes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We're catching back up. We're getting close to our goal again. We're only about, I don't know, 41 away from our goal. Yeah.
We should have a big Streamapalooza once we get everything set up at the new location.
If I can coordinate an event, I will. I think we're gonna try and do
the first thing we do, Streamapalooza.
I will see. I will look into it.
I mean, like, it literally requires nothing other than doing a regular stream and just calling it a Streamapalooza.
Oh, then yeah, we'll totally do that.
I'm a big fan of. Oh wow. the dice on the decks. Just as a reminder, Sulfuric Vortex triggers.
Yep.
And so that shows their changed life total. I think they're gonna pick them up and swap them. I knew it.
I can hear them laughing out there. Oh my goodness.
Dude. It's pronounced Puyallup.
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 Which is weird, but
Mm-hmm.
oh well. So Donovan, he has a Chain Lightning actually. He could tie up the score.
Mm-hmm.
Haha. But then that Baleful Strix is of course such a mighty threat. Though he could Pyroblast
it does give Josh the advantage in the race.
He could Pyroblast it. Feels like such a waste to Pyroblast a Baleful Strix. First of all, it's not even entirely blue.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, oh, if he tries to... Ooh, Josh has got the Ace of Staticaster in hand, actually. So we're down to 10 for Josh. Who is then going to ponder.
I'll do my best to not this.
And what?
For the next future rounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put the Geth memers on.
The Geth memers.
Josh can also pay for Chain Lightning, but so can Donovan.
See, the biggest issue I'm seeing here is that this gives potential for a game 3.
Which is not what we want. So we're down to 7 for Donovan with a 5 floating on top. Drawn his card, 4 lands available, has the Sulfuric Vortex, life cannot be gained, firing off a Ponder. We're going to take a look at the top 3, then we're going to shuffle it and try our luck again. Should be pretty fun.
This is entirely a shuffle.
No, he's got a Lightning Bolt. In theory, and I think that's a...
Oh, Brainstorm.
So I think in theory, his plan might be to Lightning Bolt Josh.
Ooh, he can now Chain Lightning.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually the Chain Lightning you almost want Josh to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because you can then just double it up, but actually he can't take another hit from the Sulfuric Vortex.
Mm-hmm.
So Donovan actually needs to. Oh, has he played a land yet this turn?
I think so.
Okay, because he's got 2 bolts in hand, and he actually has the ability to Pyroblast the
kill the
Snapcaster. So he could actually just do Chain Lightning and then Pyroblast it, and then draw Lightning
Okay.
Bolt.
Oh, so he has not played land.
Okay.
So I think Donovan might just because Josh will go to 8. Oh, but Josh has cards in hand.
Josh, always so easy to forget those.
Sometimes your opponent plays cards, and when your opponent plays cards, that means you don't just get to resolve all the things you want.
Indeed. So we are going to go for the Chain Lightning. We're down to 7. We are going to be moving down to 5.
Yeah.
It's a little bit interesting that Donovan is actually letting him untap before firing off the... Oh, okay, so this is actually just going to be upkeep with that trigger on the stack. Remember that Josh is not fetched yet, so he could theoretically fall down to 4. Donovan, with this Lightning Bolt, is actually looking to win. If Josh does not have a counterspell right now.
Or a Lightning Bolt. And he just wins.
With a Fort Bolt for the ultimate Rubbins?
For the ultimate Rubbins.
Oh, no!
And Donovan would have had it.
He had the Lightning Bolt up top, right?
Yeah.
For the ultimate Rubbins, not only did he not Lightning Bolt him...
The Baleful Strix into the Fork Bolt.
More birds than Donovan, and more bolts. Doesn't get any worse.
Birds, bolts, Battlestar Galactica.
I like The Office quite a bit.
Play no favorites. Everybody dies.
You want to get into a street fight? You're going to be surprised by how ugly it gets. I'm the Lizard King. Do you know what I'm referencing, or are you just confused?
I'm hoping it's The Office, and that's just the Jim face into the camera. Pretending like I know.
You don't even know my real name. There were 2 chain lightnings? Oh, it was 2 chain lightnings. Get that monastery switch spear. Oh man, I love it. I love it and I hate it.
Nice. Trademark.
Ooh. I like it. It's ours now. Can you do that for my earlier idea? It's important to me. What are you just playing with your tie?
Yeah.
I dig it.
I don't know. There was something on here, and I couldn't get it off.
Oh!
So I just used a Sharpie and Sharpie over it.
That's brilliant. For why we do allow this and why it doesn't impact sales. So, let's pretend for a moment that Donovan doesn't have a legacy deck. What happens is that Donovan, A, doesn't have the legacy deck, so he doesn't show up for a legacy tournament, doesn't play in them,
Doesn't pay the entry fee.
and doesn't, so, yeah, by extension, doesn't pay the entry fee, and will eventually purchase the cards. By allowing proxies, Donovan shows up, pays an entry fee, and any credit that he wins can now be spent on cards. But this is true of everyone
Yeah.
who is using proxies. So, what you end up with is someone who is then actually further investing themselves into the store by spending money that they wouldn't otherwise. You can tell that Coleman's in the shop, and Josh found his glove, and
Because the deck is super hot fire.
What's up, Ian? It's good to see you. We're the fun police tonight. Dragon Stompy and Mud. They are hanging out with the Khajiit elsewhere.
Khajiit has way coin. May roads lead to warm sands. It was not. It wasn't a Coleman laugh. You gotta un-Coleman laugh.
Un-Coleman laugh it.
No, un-Coleman laugh.
There are probably some fun police out there. I'm not certain where though. Steven here has just been picking the sweet decks.
Yeah. I'll find something super cool.
You have no idea how fitting of that title you are. What are you talking about?
It was playing earlier. It got stuck in my head, and Superstar sounds like cinema.
You're a superstar. That is what you are. Shining from above.
I've had a lot of weird songs, like songs that aren't my jam, stuck in my head lately.
We need an Ian command. That's what we need.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what we need? So we have the give
energy.
Yeah. We should have them fusion.
Fusion David and Ian together into Dian? Davian?
Davian.
The name's Davian.
Davian.
Oh, actually, that's a sweet name. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So we have got a turn 1 Delver of Secrets for Donovan. Josh untaps, plays down a Scalding Tarn, has access to a Ponder, but actually keeping up what appears
The blind
to be
Delver
a
flip.
red Elemental Blast. Josh can actually counter that one if he chooses to do so, and probably going to try and do it at... Oh, and it looks like he is not going to go for it at the moment. Takes the damage, falls to 17, plays down
Double
another...
Delver.
And Josh
Donuts.
finds himself with another Pyroblast. Has the option of either casting the Baleful Strix, casting potentially the Young Pyromancer, untapping and starting to fire off some of these Pyroblasts, which is apparently similar to tossing a salad.
I'm going to imagine that Josh is going to fetch with this land, shuffle, fetch with the other land. Okay, no he's not.
No.
Allowable shortcuts. Playing around Simian Spear Gun, Manamorphose, Stifle.
Uh-huh. What's oh, Goldfish. Goldfish. You are from Germany? Germany. Yes.
From a bowl.
No, yes. You
or
are
a bag from the fair.
You're not from Russia. I'm almost certain you're from Germany. Welcome. It's good to see you.
It's like I'm from Washington.
We're gonna double them up, and we are not gonna play down one of our threats.
Your
We are
neighbor.
just gonna answers. Donovan untaps. Remember, only has the one land available. We are gonna go for the brainstorm and try and find another one. And misses. Does not find another land, and just brainstorm locked himself.
It was Russia.
It was Russia. My
So,
bad.
Yeah, I think that the brainstorm has revealed that he loses the game.
On the bright side,
He's not losing the game, but he's still losing the game.
and he's able to make a land drop this turn.
Yeah.
Another brainstorm trying to dig one deeper.
Ooh, nothing. And almost out of deck manipulation even.
You added to the code that says David is a pretty cool guy.
Yeah, that is in fact true.
I'll-
Easter egg.
I like that you added to it. And Josh's going to draw in for turn, finds himself a mountain. Actually, hitting these land drops is going to be fairly relevant. If you have two decks that are pretty lined up against each other, usually the one that can cast more spells ends up
Yeah.
coming out ahead. So Josh having access to removing both of those creatures in the same turn. Being able to ponder, then play a threat. Being able to Baleful Strix. Like, that was 2 mana, so Donovan isn't even in that realm. I mean,
Josh has the Is It Static Caster, and that basically means the game is over.
interestingly enough,
Because
so
Donovan
does
will have to.
Donovan.
He'll have to. Well, Donovan can't cast it.
That's absolutely true. Gurmag Angler for Josh. Donovan with almost no way to counter this unless he has another Daze.
Yeah, he does.
Ooh.
So
Looks like Josh got a little bit greedy, tapped more lands than he needed to. Could have gone for the full exile and still had the Daze mana up, and I think in that situation I probably would have gone for it.
right.
It's a much safer play, and you have to think that a resolved Gurmag Angler does not get beat with 1 mana out of blue-red.
Not at all.
And I think
I don't think there is something that can beat it.
I think I would rather have that than hold up the potential to snap Power Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Or snap Red Elemental Blast, for whatever
Although,
it's worth.
yeah.
So, a kick back to Josh. Josh drawing himself into yet another Young Pyromancer. So it looks like we're going to fire off that spell. A little bit of access to some... Oh, he's got bolts and chain light. Wait, no, I think Josh just has bolts. I would be surprised if he had chain lightning, because I only got a short glance at him.
There was definitely bolts.
Yeah. Okay, those are lightning bolts.
That was in fact a Coleman laugh. Yes. Wait.
Ooh, you changed jobs? That's awesome. Congratulations. That's very cool. It's nice to have you back.
Donovan goes to discard.
Champ, move. What do you name? Do you name Red Elemental Blast? Do you name
Probably
Brain?
like lightning bolt.
He's already cast enough brainstorms. I think you cast something that a red spell.
Yeah.
I think you name a red spell. Names Lightning Bolt. There's a Chain Lightning in there. And we are gonna slam away the Red Elemental Blasts.
Yeah. Was that 3?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, those are all Pyroblasts.
Okay.
Nails 3 Pyroblasts. Jeez.
That was for
One
one
for
mana.
4?
Took 4 cards out of his opponent's hand.
1 for 4? What are you even doing, Donovan?
And
Jeez. He's got a
It's actually a
Daze
1 for
now.
5 because he also technically got a Pyromancer.
Fires off a Brainstorm. Josh is holding on to a Kolaghan's Command of all things, too.
He just found a land. He found 2 lands.
What a champ. No, he found a land. The other one was the Swiss Spear.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. So he can fetch, and most importantly, he can get red mana. Probably going to go for a Tropic Island. We're going to get Taxian Probe, take another look and see. Find ourselves a
Daze,
Cabal
Static
Therapy, maybe?
Caster, and Pyromancer.
Find a Cabal Therapy and live the dream?
Mhm.
No, we're going to Brainstorm, get ourselves another token. Draw 3, put 2 back. There's all... He's got 2 black mana. You can just obliterate the
annoying.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, I'd like to see your hand. Do you daze him? Oh, that is delightful. And we're just gonna bash in. Oh my goodness. 6 damage coming in, we're down to 8. And
Some of those tokens don't...
he has the 2 still up.
Didn't you cast 4 spells this turn? There's no way Donovan wins anyways.
Let's see. Oh, Pro Brainstorm. I think one of them, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has it been that long, Goldfish?
Yeah.
Actually asking.
That
Like,
is...
boy, time flies. I feel like oh, man. It's been
Alright.
so long.
I'm gonna go on the hunt.
Josh takes it in 3. We're going to head on up to the booth, winning with these Charmanders, getting into the red zone. Most notably, a Cabal Therapy ripping out 3 Pyroblasts. Let's head on up to the booth. Hello and welcome to the Geek Fortress stream. Thank you so much for hitting that follow button, Turtle Panda, and anybody else who is hitting that follow button. It is a pleasure having you here. If you are joining for the first time, be sure to say hello in the chat, or if you just want to say hello, same goes for you. If you want to help support what this stream does and how we do it and all that other kind of stuff and help us improve at what we do, you can of course subscribe to the channel. We have a ton of updates coming down the pipeline. We're working on lots of them. It is very exciting stuff. And if you do want to help out, you can, of course, hit that subscribe of any level. If we get to $25 in subscribes today, meaning between the 5, 10, and 25s, we will, in fact, show the new playmat, which is on the way. The new playmat, in case you were wondering, is awesome. It is so, so cool. I love it. It's amazing. It's exciting. And I cannot wait to show it off to all of you. So, if you do want to see that, just let me know, and I would love to be able to provide that for you. Yes. Yes, I would. In fact, I am right now working on designing this to be able to reveal that card when that time comes. And I may have messed with it slightly too much. There we go. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm getting there. I am getting there. Sorry, I am working on this stuff on the fly as we go. And so far, I think I'm doing pretty well at it. Thanks, TJ. You're welcome, me. You're welcome, me. You're so nice to me. Okay. Sorry, trying to make this work. Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure having you here. This is the Geek Fortress stream. Y'all are rock stars. You know, the usual stuff. And really, just genuinely, truly, seriously, we do appreciate you all so very, very much. You help us do what we do. You help enable what it is that we do. And we cannot thank you all enough for that one. So thank you at all times for all of your support. Thank you so much to anybody who is hitting that follow button. It's a pleasure having you here. Cannot wait to see you more in the future. This is exciting times for us all, and I cannot wait. Absolutely cannot wait. What's up, Gibbous M? Hello. You're going to get through them, but you're eventually going to hit the right word, and I believe in you so very, very much. At this moment, I am on the fly designing our system to be able to accommodate revealing the new playmat to you all. So if you want to see that, consider subscribing. It's going to be awesome. It's very cool, and now I just did it. Just finished it, though I may have accidentally revealed some of it in these glasses, but that's okay. We'll move on forward. We're in round 2 of Legacy. Steven's out there taking a look to see what he can find. Hopefully, we've got some more matches to show you here in round 2. We've got a good amount of time on that timer left, but with only about 4 minutes left, it actually is unlikely because I hadn't checked the timer when I started making that statement. Steven should be back in here shortly, getting ready for round 3, and I am hippity hyped. Won't stop, can't stop. I don't know. Another rhyme. Otherwise, be sure to join us in the future. We've got modern streams, legacy streams, standard streams are pending and working on coming back. And Steven is, of course, back.
I've got double good news. One,
It's round 3.
Round 3, and also of land.
Dang, you got
Snackage.
snacks?
Snacks.
You want to see what I spent this time doing?
What'd you do?
Oh, wait. Yeah, for when we reveal it.
Just don't accidentally reveal it.
I know, I know.
Okay, so
They gotta
I
earn
did
it.
this. I got this down. We got Dylan on the knot wall
Okay.
playing Bug Delver
Yep.
against James playing Storm.
Ooh. So Bug Delver, huh? Interesting. I think that's actually got a pretty good Storm matchup. But a lot of counterspells will likely work out pretty well. I still want to see James actually make his spice work. Because
He's not playing Megas of the Will. It's just 4 Grizzlebrand, 3 Entomb, 1 Shallowgrave.
And 1 Shallowgrave. Oh my goodness.
This is not Dylan, Store owner Dylan. This is other Dylan.
Yeah. In fact, let's do this.
Yeah.
Alright, let's head on down. It is time for some more Legacy. See you there. Alright, and the players lining up on the field. Hello, everybody. I'm excited. I am personally going to be on the... I'm favoring Dylan in this matchup. I'm going to take him actually in 2, I think. I think it is going to be him in 2. It strikes me as the most likely scenario. How about you?
I agree. Because like, it's a blue deck against Storm, and this is what Storm does not want to see. Although James does have the Grizzlebrand,
Yep.
so if he does, I think that if he manages to get a Grizzlebrand on the battlefield, Bug Delver doesn't have anything to deal with that.
That is true. So maybe James just becomes a Reanimator deck for this matchup.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound awful.
No, it does not sound awful at all. Although, he might. It does kind of look like James just has one of those Storm hands that just kind of does it.
Accidentally wins.
Yeah, but there's the Force backup, so I think he's gonna take his time.
Except,
Yeah,
there's a Hymn to Turok.
there is a Hymn to Turok.
And Hymn to Turok is a pretty good card against Storm.
That is true. I think at this point that means James is just gonna
So we're going to fire off a
he's
Ponder.
gonna set up his next couple turns.
I think that is definitely a likelihood. We do have
we got-
Ritual and Infernal Tutor. That's actually a pretty good setup. We might see him keep it. Jesse, thank you so much for the sub. That is awesome. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being amazing. We miss you. I cannot wait for you to come back one day. But if not, we will see you. There's a Legacy GP in Seattle, not at SeaTech. And of course, Vegas is back. I am going to be
I
going
am
to that.
triple like the announcements of all the pros like stuff like the big terms coming up. Super excited for every part of it, for every reason.
I am slightly disappointed. I have one disappointment, and it's kind of
Oh,
selfish, to be honest.
No modern.
No.
Oh.
Well, actually, I would prefer that, but that's not... I'm actually slightly disappointed that they took away the Vancouver GP,
Oh,
which
yeah.
has his... Or at least the February one. It will likely be in the later part of the month. But, like, the February Vancouver GP has long been, like, one of my favorites, a highlight of my year.
That him didn't do too much.
Took out a land. It is in April, early part of April.
Is it April?
April
Okay.
2nd...
I thought it was June.
April 3rd, 4th, 5th.
Standard and Legacy
Standard and Legacy. Legacy will be Friday to Saturday.
at the convention center.
At the Washington State Convention Center.
That's where PAX is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty big. I'm gonna be there.
Are you?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try
Excellent.
to be a judge there.
Oh,
Because it's
very
like
cool.
the easiest like access.
thing to get judged to.
Yeah.
They need judges.
What
That's
are
true.
there's a million who live in Seattle.
And it looks like we are going to fetch and then fire off a Ponder.
Yeah. The Hymn to Turok hit a land in a Dark Ritual. The Dark Ritual is a good thing to hit. The land, it's okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a devastating Hymn to Turok.
And of course, and as far as things goes, like, I think the draw spells are a lot more important than the rituals themselves because he's got the Lion's Eye Diamond and he had another ritual on top.
The doubleheader GPs, that like they found that Vegas is a pretty solid.
I love it.
I like that they're doing standard and legacy because usually those events like there's not a person like going, I can't choose.
So I'm gonna go with oh no, Dylan
Another Hymn to Turok.
It's another.
This might be where it ends.
with only 4 cards in hand, almost certainly. We're gonna rip out one of these cards. What's up, Ken? It's good to see you. And we're gonna rip them both out.
Land and is that a that was a
That's an entomb,
is it?
I think.
Yep, that looks like an entomb.
That might have been as lucky as it could have possibly gotten.
Because he still has he's the infernal tutor in hand.
Yeah.
So I mean, oh,
Oh my god.
brutal.
Oh my god.
He's
This
got a ritual and is that a cabal therapy? Oh, okay, he's getting rid of.
Oh.
Interesting. Oh, it's a duress. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and he drew another infernal. I think.
I think
No.
he kept
Yes?
the dress because he needs to beat the Thoughtseize. Oh my god.
Okay. Yep. And that's that. That's where that went.
Oh. You know, it's amazing.
Disgusting.
That was with no. That was with one ponder.
Mm-hmm.
He no, not like a ton of brainstorms, and fired off a Liliana and 3 Hymn to Turoks against Storm, with force backup.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you do?
That's you pick up your cards and you shuffle and go to game 2.
Oh my god! What a reckoning!
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
This is why Storm is not just an incredibly broken deck. Sometimes that happens.
Mm.
You can have the turn 1 and 2 kills all you want, but sometimes you play against this and you get him to Turok 3 times.
Hooray! There's
Hooray.
balance in the force. Is I think the term.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
I believe so. I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
I
talked
poured
to-
into a deck that doesn't care about him. The funny part is, if he hits a Grizzlebrand with the him to Turok and he's just like, oh cool, Shallow Grave, you die. I think that's basically his game plan. Is just like don't discard, like keep your Shallow Grave on top of your library until you're casting it. Like manipulate it with brainstorms and ponders, and just keep it there until you have your Grizzlebrand in your graveyard,
And then get it dazed.
and then get it dazed.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Lenny, thanks for the follow. It's a pleasure having you here. Hello to anybody else who's joining.
But it's funny because then even if your one Shallow Grave gets like countered, you know what you do? You storm out, ritual, Infernal Tutor, grab Past in Flames, cast Past in Flames, Shallow Grave. Get ya.
Pay no attention to the fact that we're now at Stormlight 9.
All right.
We're gonna cast Shallow Grave.
The 1 mana. Get ya. Well, at that point you like draw 7.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Do real storm.
As a quick reminder to all, hello, my name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
And this is the Geek Fortress stream in round 3, heading into game 2. James is going to be on the play with Storm after getting hit by 3 hymns.
And a
Looks like
Liliana.
Dylan certainly sung him a lullaby, which knocked him out cold in game 1.
Some stuck between 2 rocks and a hard place.
Yes, between 2 rocks and a hard place.
Seem to Turok.
Oh,
Turok.
nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's nice. Anyway, if you do want to see
I'm
the
here
brand
till
new
Friday.
playmat, look at that playmat right now. Isn't it great? But not great enough. We have in fact updated our playmats.
After seeing the new playmat, this playmat just like doesn't do it, you know?
Yeah, and if you want to see the new playmat, well, if we get 5 subs today or equivalent in like $9.99, then we will be revealing the new playmat on stream today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. TJ is short for Tyronius Jorts.
You know, my favorite answer previous to that one was Tiberius Jackson. But Tobias Jorts?
No, Tyronius.
Tyronius, Big J Scott with the sub. Thank you so much. That is bringing us up to 3 using that Twitch Prime sub. I love it. You're amazing. Thank you so very much for your support. You get 1 free Twitch Prime sub every single month, and using it here when there are so many amazing channels in the world means the world to me. Thank you for using that. Thank you for your support. That is getting us 1 step closer. We are now 2 away.
We're actually pretty close to showing like the combined like the result of all these subs. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we used 2/3 of what we have acquired over the entire 9 months that we have been partnered
Yep.
on the new computer to build a computer that can enable
Or
all the other
Build a
ideas that we have.
streaming experience.
Oh man, it's a stream machine.
All right. We got the Git probe. What does it see? It sees a Daze and a Force.
And a Ponder.
And a Liliana and no triple Hymn to Turok.
No triple. Well, we only saw one Hymn to Turok last
There's a
time, so we'll
Ponder?
put it past him. We find ourselves the Duress, which can actually take out the Force of Will. The Day's a little bit less relevant once you know, James just needs to
But
resolve
he
the
doesn't.
one
He also
Dark
doesn't.
Ritual.
Does James have a Black Mana Source in hand? Let's find out.
He's got a Lion's Eye Diamond.
That's one way to tap for Black Mana.
Hooray! He's real gonna get there. I don't know, if he was willing to fetch and just go for the basic island, he's gotta have another one though.
Yeah.
Unless he's just terrified of Wasteland, which actually...
There we speak of the devil.
Speak of it, its ears must have been burning. Ears of corn because it's land.
And you can grow land and other crops, and corn and other crops on land. We're gonna edit that one out.
Oh man, I can't wait to see the final version. Is this live? Nope.
It's a good thing this isn't live.
No kidding.
It's TiFo live.
We'll just take that out in post. Okay, so we've got a polluted delta coming down. Is it the basic swamp? Nope.
Verschmutz's Delta.
Yep.
Ooh, the
Ooh,
basics.
good taste in
Interesting that. Oh, to play around the wasteland specific.
Correct.
Knows his matchup really well.
Yes, James, quite a Storm player. Interestingly enough, has not played a ton of it, but of course, the last couple months, he's actually become quite familiar with the deck. And we're going to take
See,
a
I've
look.
only ever known James as a Storm player.
Oh, yeah. He's actually been, historically and for a very long time, actually a Rug Delver player. That was kind of his feature, one of the Canadian Threshold holdouts up until recently.
Interesting.
Yeah, ends up taking out the Force of Will. We do have a Brainstorm, which replaced that Ponder, and we've added a Delver of Secrets to the arsenal.
Yep. Was that him to try just around?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Jeez.
Oh no.
Like, how... Jeez. Sometimes...
Turok. And
Sometimes you just get obliterated. Oh my
let's
goodness.
see. Ooh, Brainstorm and a Ritual. That's pretty good.
That is pretty... What have we got left in hand? I think is that a Burning
Lots
Wish?
of moving cards. I don't think he's playing Burning Wish. That's a Cabal Therapy.
Oh no, that was a fetch land. Okay. We might still be okay.
I think we're
my
gonna see
goodness.
the Therapy.
Probably. Hey, what's up, Todd? With an auto host large enough to trigger the host recognizer. Thank you for the host. Well, to anybody who are joining from Todd's auto host, we are 2 subs away from revealing the new Geek Fortress playmat.
For both a one-person playmat and the stream playmat, right?
I only have set up to
The-
reveal
the-
the 2-person playmat.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of just like turned and then half.
Yeah. Though, I just wanted to show the one that was going to be here. I think we'll show the 1-person one on a later date. Because this is the one that's actually going to be relevant. It's
Yeah.
going to be on the
The one that
stream
everyone
all the time, and it is gorgeous. So,
We should get a nice little plaque. You know that little like red mana symbol plaque? We should get a symbol, the one that you got. We should get a similar plaque of stream rules that goes like right next to it. It's like, please use our tokens.
we're considering something like that.
Please no mats.
We're considering using some woodworking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something tasteful and decorative.
Yes. Tasteful.
So I think
Very tasteful.
so. James has a really good setup of knowing that like the coast
There's
is clear,
days.
but now he just doesn't have the thought seas.
Reveals Thoughtseize to transform his
Yeah.
insectile
So
aberration.
yeah, now he has the road is clear,
Except
but there's no car.
the road is clear, but James is walking.
Yeah, I mean he basically has it on like Past in Flames.
I think we're down to 10 actually. And a taxing
Oh.
probe coming
Oh,
down.
yep, there's a daze.
Neat.
Uh,
Kicks the turn back. Not updating the life total die at the moment, but I believe he is at 10.
yeah, he's pretty good at doing his writing on the pad.
Wait, yes, he is.
I'm just gonna you got it though, right?
I think so. I might be behind.
That looks like a 7.
Totally looks like a 7. That's totally a 7. Yeah, yeah. Looks like James got 2 cards in hand. Can he pull it off, or is Dylan going to fulfill our prediction and take it in 2? Turns out Bug Delver pretty well suited. Him to Turok's one heck of a card.
You know what his next draw is gonna be? Guaranteed Grizzlebrand.
Oh yeah, double ritual Gristlebrand. Easy. Easy. Gurmog, you should be asleep. Who are we talking to?
Gurmag.
I don't think Gurmog was in the chat though.
Yeah, because you should be asleep.
Oh, you. Oh, you scamp. So a land from James. Oh, I was one off.
Yeah.
And when I say one off, I mean two off, but shh. Lotus Petal coming down. Interestingly enough, not building... Ooh, scratch that.
Not playing around the days. Well, holding priority to flip mana.
Yep.
What?
That is, I believe, the Storm Count.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is the Storm Count. We are at 3 mana, and we're actually going to gain another 3 off of the Dark Petition, I believe.
Yeah. It's 3 red mana specifically.
So he could...
Good luck, Gurmag.
So he might have 6 mana. Ooh! Gurmog! Good luck. You're going to have to go up against Dapper Todd and the Bayou Boys, though.
The Bayou Boys.
Yeah, it's Tom Ross and...
I think James can get away with this one.
Joni... forget the name, but fantastic Legacy Lands player. Past in Flames coming down.
He's gonna daze the...
Actually, a pretty sweet play. Cutting him down to 1 means that his he has to go for the...
Double daze. Doesn't mean...
Jody Keith.
Doesn't mean it's game over.
He can fire off
Because
the
he can
Gitaxian
flash it.
Probe.
He can flash it back.
And he can cast the Probe. So he needs to draw a mana source.
I think he played a land this turn.
No, I mean like Petal or Diamond.
Yeah. Oh, there's another...
Yep, we need Petal or Diamond off of this second Gitaxian Probe.
Yeah, it's a dress. Rough stuff. He still has one more chance.
Well, now his Storm Count is gone, though.
Yeah.
Oh, what is... I have to turn.
Yeah, that's game.
What a final slap to the face.
Yeah. He needed he specifically needed a Lion's Eye Diamond there.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, and that is that.
What? Oh, that is brutal. Dylan takes it. James falls in 2.
Him to Turok is a very strong card.
Oh my. 5 Hymn to Turoks in 2 games. And 1 Liliana.
A Thoughtseize.
And a Thoughtseize. Jeez.
I don't think anyone's playing stacks tonight.
No, we do occasionally have them, though.
We have
The nice part is
a
that when you
full
allow
concentration
proxies,
of Delver tonight.
when you allow proxies, you get some pretty interesting deck choices.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Just brutal. But, you know what? That left us plenty of time to find another match. Let's head on up. Hello, and thank you for joining. My name's TJ. It's a pleasure having you here. I'm going to cover up that so that it doesn't look quite as awful. And welcome to the Geek Fortress stream. I'm joined today by the amazing Steven. Should be excellent. And we are in round 3 of 4 here for our Legacy event. Of course, you can hit that follow button and join us every single time for our 3 events per week, every Wednesday and Saturday. We stream Modern, Wednesdays at 7 Pacific time and Saturdays at 6. Plus, just like tonight, every single Friday at 7:30, you can join us for the Legacy format, the last vestige of cards like, the last bastion of Deathrite Shaman, the last bastion of Force of Will. Yes, we're ignoring Vintage. The last holdout of Sinkhole. It's a good time, it's a fun time, and of course, you can always brainstorm up some pretty cool deck ideas in this format. Be sure to join every single Friday at that 7:30 Pacific time. And of course, if you do want to, help this stream do what it does, which I think is some pretty awesome things. The last true bastion of Gitaxian Probe. Yes, and I do like that one. But if you do want to help the stream do what it does, which certainly we do appreciate, plus if you just want to see the new playmat, which is getting updated as we speak, it is being ordered, and we are in conversation, of course, with the people who will be making it at this moment. If you want to see that, of course, we are 2 subs away from revealing it on stream for the first time. The new winner, and I gotta tell you, I gotta say, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Yes, I was Barrett. I was in Victoria. I spent my Canada Day hanging out, got to see some fireworks. It was an awesome time. I would love to go up there again sometime. We'll have to hang out upon that occasion. Spider Space, what's going on? I am doing good. We have got a brand new stream computer on the way. Some of the pieces showed up today. We are working on it, and it is a mean machine built to stream. I am excited about it. Hopefully you are too. We have maxed out the computer that we are currently operating on, and the new one is designed to take us into the future. I am hyped about it. I am excited about it, and we have got some really cool ideas. One that I revealed on Wednesday is that we are moving forward and creating a second feature table right now. Well, not right now, but like we are actively working on it right now. We are going to have 2 feature tables, which will allow us to show twice the matches. We are working on having the ability to time shift those matches so that we can actually show multiple of matches per round and have the capacity to do that. I am very, very, very excited about that, and this is only one of the projects that we have, and trust me, there are more. We have been working so much recently on just taking this stream to the next level. With the store moving its location down the street, we have an opportunity to start from the ground up with our infrastructure for the stream, and we are taking full advantage of it. I have been working with Ian so closely to help make that step forward. It has been so exciting, and we have got some cool stuff coming up. So if you want to see that new stream and you want to help fund the ideas that we have, the things that we are trying to build, consider subscribing to the channel. That's kind of the long-winded that I have about it. I kind of feel bad asking about these things, but I do truly appreciate it. We're actually even working on coming up with a list where we can show you the projects about it. But in the meantime, truly, even if you ignore that, we just appreciate that you're here. It's awesome having you here, and whether or not you're following, whether or not you're subbing, whether or not you're just hanging out lurking and you're doing the dishes right now. And yeah, I'm talking about you. You just look sideways at your phone and you're like, what? Yes, you doing the dishes, hanging out, hanging with the family.
Dishes.
This stream lives and breathes off of your support. To the mods, Steven here for helping me tonight, to the players, the store, every single one of you is the reason why this stream exists. It doesn't matter at what level you are helping us, but you are helping us, so thank you.
So we got Coleman on Match Watch. There's 2 matches remaining. Both of them going to game 2. Only one of them is with people we haven't seen before. And yeah.
That's okay. Anything works.
Yeah. Basically, we got Joe playing Bombardment. He's playing Donovan, and they're possibly going to go to a game 3. And then there's Josh playing Ryan, and we've seen both of them. And then the other match that just finished up is 2 people who don't really want to play on the stream. So.
Gotcha. Understandable. That happens.
But it's like the coolest decks. The one guy who really doesn't want to play. He's playing like a Rayo Standstill.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Like I walked past and I saw a flip to Rayo.
Maybe in a future week we'll be able to see something out of it.
Yeah.
Either way, I quite enjoy that.
How many subs are we up to? Just still 3?
We are at 3 at the moment. That's pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm.
That is pretty exciting. We are just...
Did I tell you about my my stream idea?
That's impressive, non-interactive.
I was just like hanging out, playing some Magic, and one of my friends said, "You should do a stream." I'm like, I don't really have anything to stream. I can play MTGO, but he's like, just do card alters. I'm like, I don't do art. And I was like, you know what? Actually, that is a good idea. $5, you send me a card, I will alter it. Anything you want.
Fun fact.
My exact art skill.
I'm actually planning something like that.
Fantastic.
I'm planning an alter off of me against Peach Squeeze alters, where we both are given a time frame to alter a card. Heads up, she's incredible.
Well, yeah.
She is straight up not so good at altering cards. Me, on the other hand, not so good.
I think there's a fantastic market for bad altars.
Yeah, I
Just
think
like-
we're considering turning it. Oh, don't you even?
Oh, dude, if you do it, I'm sending you only Rupture Spires.
Don't you
I'm
dare!
gonna do it. And what's the other one? Transguild Promise.
I'm just gonna put a bunch of Patrick Stewart's newest character on there.
What?
The poop emoji.
Right.
So, no, I'm super excited about that. I have got access. I have arranged access to the full swath of painting materials required.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be like TJ professionally altering cards, just terribly.
You have to get the little tiny.
Got you a game trace.
Nice. Is it Joe?
Interesting.
That's one of them.
I didn't realize this was a Spanish stream.
C.
Nice. Obrigado for joining.
You've exhausted my Spanish.
All right. So we got Donovan on the Nut Wall playing his deck, and Joe on the wall playing his deck.
I don't think we've had Joe on there yet.
We have not had Joe yet.
Is he on Zombardment?
He's on 2 Urborg Justice, which won him the last game.
Wow.
Nice.
Urborg
Granted,
Justice.
Had the win anyway, decided to play 2 copies of Urborg Justice. Not the point, though.
Urborg Justice. Is that a?
Is that a card?
Is that a card?
It is a
What am I
card.
missing? What is Urborg like? I am fascinated that I don't even recognize it.
So, Urborg Justice. Oh, jeez. I will show you that card. Okay. Hey, what's up, Tron Beetle? It's good to see you. Heads up. So is Steven.
Yeah. Coleman told me I was fancy pants today, which is hilarious because I am the opposite of fancy pants.
Yeah, it's really just your upper half that's fancy.
Yeah, and then a hat.
Let's head on down. Alright, so these players lining up an Urborg Justice. I am working on Pauper right now, but currently no. But it's on my to-do list. The problem is that I need to convince... Not me. I am not the person who needs to be convinced. It is the players that need to be convinced to play Pauper.
Yeah.
So, target opponent chooses and sacrifices any number of creatures they control, equal number of creatures put into your graveyard from play this turn. So, however many creatures Joe had die, Donovan sacks that many.
That is fantastic.
It is phenomenal in a deck called Zombardment based on the engine of either wait, what's the name of that card? Either way. The 1-mana zombie that eats other zombies, sacrifices them to get a +1/+1 counter.
Carrion Crawler.
Yeah, Carrion Feeder.
Carrion
Feeder.
Carrion
And
something.
Goblin Bombardment, the red Nicholas enchantment, sacrifice a creature to deal 1 damage. You combine these with some Grave Crawlers and other zombies. You combine these with Bloodghasts, which can come back with each land that you play.
You
And
bombard with Zom.
exactly, you bombard with Zoms. Zom, 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 just like that. Oh, did I mention he runs a sideboard Thalia? It's actually a 4-color deck at this point.
I think
runs-
it's perfect though because like
It runs Abrupt Decay, Goblin Bombardment. It's like a mono black splashing 3 different colors.
that is fantastic.
No blue. Oh wait, no, hold on.
It is a red black deck.
No, it's 5. No, it's actually a base black deck.
Maybe the Zombard.
He also runs Intuition. This is a
Wow.
5-color deck.
That is
Yes.
that's showing up.
That is showing up ready to party. So we've got some Chain Lightning. Note that they're mismatched.
Mm-hmm.
We have. Man. Carrion Feeder is one of your picks for Modern Reprint. That could go decently well. Yeah. You've got a Pauper Battle Box you could bring in, Larry. Actually, I would genuinely enjoy running Pauper events at the store.
I like playing Pauper.
Like, I would like to run to Pauper tournaments, and I would stream Pauper tournaments. I've actually been considering building a Pauper Battle Box so that people could borrow the decks when we run tournaments, but it looks like you may be ahead of me.
Pauper's just like it's such a hard. It's like Tiny Leaders and
cheap
Frontier
legacy.
in terms of like. It's got like little pockets hidden throughout the world.
Yes.
Because Pauper's huge online.
Pauper is significantly more actionable than those 2 formats,
Yeah.
or more deep.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's more real than both of them even combined.
Yeah. It's super, like, I think the best way to define Pauper is that it's all the answers of Legacy with all the threats of Standard.
Yeah. Larry made a pun.
Oh, you. So we've got the Gravecrawler attacking in. Notably, it couldn't block anyway, so it's just kind of a free attack, because if Donovan feels like he should block one of these, he's going to be pretty okay. And actually, Joe, the Thalia, holding back these creatures pretty nicely, and that's a Carrion Feeder hitting the battlefield. Let's go ahead and bring up that card. It's not the most well-known, but we are going to sacrifice and then bring back the Gravecrawler.
Gravecrawler is a zombie it's a 2/1 for 1 that can't block, and if you control a zombie, you can cast it from your graveyard. Carrion Feeder is a zombie that eats things.
Stream Vintage Cube? I am actively developing a way to do that, actually. Fun fact. We're going to sacrifice the Thalia, and we are up to having a camp block 3/3.
So we have 3 elemental tokens, and then double prowess trigger.
Yep. This is not going well for Joe.
7 damage.
Joe, oh, he's got the Urborg Justice in hand.
So he can.
That's too many
Urborg
creatures.
Justice is not very good against.
There's the
that.
Intuition in his hand.
Yeah.
He needs something like a Toxic Deluge right now.
Yeah.
That would be a big, big.
Does he have
card.
a mana? That is a very altered land. It's the thing that you're hovering over. The frontmost card in his hand is a very, very altered land.
Oh, that is, I believe, an Urborg. Maybe a swamp.
Yeah.
I would
I
need
think
to
it's
see it.
just basic swamp.
Yeah. You will cry if that is a reality. Yes. I don't know how soon I can take action upon it. But I am actively developing a way to actually be able to show cube.
Okay. Mostly just a layout, right?
No, I will only do it if I have the infrastructure to actually do it well.
In terms
It's
of,
not just going to be 2 players sit down and that's the whole thing. It is going to be the full experience, including the.
Oh, like a paper?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant online.
No, I've
I
already
was
got
gonna say
that.
that. I was like, ah, it's easy.
No, I am working on being able to stream live cube here at the store.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's part of the Streamapalooza. Streaming.
It's not that actionable yet.
Yeah.
So we have got these creatures attacking in. They couldn't block anyway, and we have got 2 of these elemental tokens getting in for Bloxies. Bloxies. And it looks like before damage, we're going to sacrifice this Gravecrawler, which would die anyway. And then likely we're going to recast it because we're feeling fly.
I think, yeah, he's probably going to recast it, sack it again. Can Carrion Feeder eat itself?
Does it matter?
Yes, because it's 1 more creature that can die.
Oh, I
Can
see what
eat
you're
itself.
saying. Yeah, it is a creature.
And then Urborg Justice.
I see what you're saying.
What do you think?
Yeah, that is a proxy Volk. Yeah, it will be your. Oh, he was talking to you.
Oh, what?
You dingus. Dingus Egg is a magic card.
Oh,
Wait, how many creatures did we lose?
is
4?
that the guy who has the cube?
What? Yes.
Okay.
That's Dylan. Or
Oh.
Chris. Might be Chris. No, that's Chris. It's
I know.
Chris on Dylan's account.
Okay. Makes sense.
So Joe manages to survive 1 more turn, but Donovan's going to throw down a Brainstorm. That's going to make 2 of these elementals up again, and I think Joe is just on the wait and try to draw Toxic Deluge. What card did he cast?
He just cast Urborg Justice.
Jeez, Urborg Justice.
Urborg Justice.
I think we were just talking about it on stream, and the card's kind of dumb, but also really... Oh, bye-bye.
And I think that's just it for Joe.
Down to 5. He's technically going to fall to 1, but there's no card that will answer that. He can Toxic Deluge for 1,
And then die.
but instead,
And that was the game 3, and that's probably it for round 3.
almost certainly,
Almost certainly.
certainly, sorry.
Certainly.
But that means that we've got round 4 coming on up.
Yeah. See, the thing, Chris, like, you guys cube all the time, but only when I'm, like, very far away from being able to be cubing.
Same. Let's head on up. Let's head on up. Hello and thank you for joining. My name's TJ. It's a pleasure having you all here. This is the Geek Fortress stream. Be sure to join us more in the future. And we have got cool things coming down the pipeline. We are in the middle of a massive renovation of the entire stream. We've been working on this pretty hard for the last, I don't know. Larry with the sub! Larry with the sub brings us up to 4 of the 5 that we are asking to show the new stream playmat. That's right, that one is getting replaced. The one that you see out there is on its way out and a new one is coming in. If you want to have the first look at it here on stream, then we are 1 sub away from doing that reveal. Larry, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much for just who you are. You're awesome. It's fun watching you play. Thank you for being a part of the store, and thank you for helping to support it. I've said it before, but I will say it again. Having the direct support of the people who are a part of this store in person, who are physically a part of this store, is huge. Huge. It means so much to me to have the support of the people who I get to watch play and who gift me with their efforts and their time to play on stream for me. So thank you so very, very much. It is incredible. You think you're... Ooh, Dark Goyf Mystic. Dang. That is quite a... That is quite a big jump, but more power to you. I look forward to playing it unsleeved. No, I'm very excited, so we're going to try and get another round going on. Onyong, hello, it's good to see you. I'm actually watching Arrested Development right now. I'll watch like an episode every now and then, mostly when I'm falling asleep.
So Joe is right there, and he's playing Corbin.
Ooh.
Corbin is playing Doomsday. Mostly just wanted to see more Urborg Justice, and also we're supposed to say it like that.
Urborg
You
Justice.
can't just say it's not just Urborg Justice. Urborg Justice.
I know exactly how Joe said that.
Urborg Justice.
Urborg Justice.
I told him that we had said it a bunch of times in here. He's like, "But how did you say it?" I'm like, "Urborg Justice." He's like, "Good." And I never really I didn't think about it. It's like that's just the natural way to say it.
Urborg Justice.
Jorstis.
Justice.
Tyronius Jorts.
Tyronius Justice.
Tyronius Jorts.
Oh man, let's head on down to the field. Lining up for our finals, we've got Joe, the man with a plan, the Reanimator Devastator, the Zombardment-wielding man with some Urborg Justice to dish out to his opponents. His opponent lining up against him on the field is a man known for bringing a different device to each event, and today he has brought the penultimate one. The Doomsday device, stepping on up and ready to lose some life and exile some cards because this mad lad doesn't care what he loses, so long as he comes away with the W. He's going to be stepping on up against a man who already is willing to sacrifice everything he has. Who can sacrifice more, and who will end up with more of less? We'll see you down there. Let's head on down for the finale of the Geek Fortress Legacy Super Slam Bash, Crash, and Dash to the finish line. Let's go. All right, so the players lining up. We've got. Oh man, should I do that more? Question. Quick poll.
That was.
Should TJ do things like this
I think
more
Joe's
often?
on the mulligan here. I was there's a point where I was about to jump in, and then you kept going. I was like, no, just let me do it.
Sorry, I should have. Like.
No.
Do you want to add something?
No, it was way better that I didn't.
Okay.
See, this is what the soundboard will be for.
Oh man, please be your life announcer. I mean,
I think there's gonna be a certain.
I'm expensive, but I'll do it.
A certain point, like a critical mass of. We're gonna use the soundboard just for an entire stream.
Oh man,
There's gonna be Urborg Justice button.
it looks like everybody who isn't a mod is saying yes, but all the mods are saying no.
All right, I have a proposal. We demod all our mods and then mod all the yeses.
Get Taxium Probe from Corbin to kick things off, and we see a Goblin Bombardment and a couple of lands for Joe on a mulligan to 5. Corbin, on the other hand, already down to 18.
Ooh. And it's all over, except the crying.
Duress takes the... I think that was actually either a Golgari Charm or an Abrupt Decay.
It's probably an Abrupt Decay.
Probably.
Coleman, what are you doing?
Oh, I don't know. I think... Coleman's really practicing for getting the animation voice acting rights for Mr. Banana Grabber. Arrested Development references. I'm full of them right now. You've got an idea for an emote? Hit me up. Toss it in.
I like Fort Disgust. Nora knows what's up.
Actually, that could very easily become an emote. Send me a high-res version of it, and we will work on it.
Oh, there's no high-res version. I can figure it out. Flavor Judge?
A flavor judge. I don't think we do enough flavor-based things to do that.
I demand any judge-based emote be my face.
Haha.
Alright, so we got a ponder from Corbin. I think that John Joe's Multiplier, there's not a lot he can do to stop Doomsday. I don't know if Zombard and Deal have a good combo matchup. I doubt it.
It's true. I dig it, Larry. We can definitely investigate that. We've got a couple slots left, so... And we've got all of our $10 and $25 slots open. I'm a fan of anything that I can spam in response to mismatched cards. That's Fort Disgust would be great for that one.
Hello!
Nitram.
The Heart of Magic.
Kind of. It's a trading card game. Carrion Feeder is the top deck for Joe, throwing down his Marsh Flats to help accelerate his mana into the future.
Well, you see, TJ, I don't know if you can... I can't... Well, I lost it. I started going into the southern accent.
I didn't
know. It's cool. We'll edit that one out.
Okay.
I was going to add more, but then there's just like nothing to say. We got the brainstorm coming out of Corbin.
Corbin's sitting himself down in the tank, and he's going to have himself a good think. What will he put back? Nothing is priceless.
Just downloaded an app, the Twitch app.
Oh man, sorry.
Streams. This is a good stream.
Yeah, this is a great stream normally.
Quality stream, and then one of us is much better at this than the other.
Yeah, so I just decided to compensate by filling it with voices so that he can just do all the good stuff.
I'll be relevant. He cast a brainstorm and put 2 magic cards back on top of his deck. Actually, that
Hey,
is,
girl guy.
after you present your deck, it becomes your library.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, so there's no references to decks.
If I were to take my tape deck, present it to someone, could they tell me that this is now a public library? Because I'm not really ready to give up on my New Kids on the Block tape. But I did want to lend it to someone else.
At your local library. I've been spending a lot of time at the library lately.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's a good step. We recently did a survey at my city and discovered that the library was the second most used public facility.
I'm actually surprised the amount of resources your local library has.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the preordained looks like we're going to take a look at the top and draw a card. Look, we kept the cards on top, though. We like these cards. They're good cards to us.
They're good cards, Braun.
Be sure to give them at least a pat for
every let's see what
upvote.
Joe's got. He's got, the Abrupt Decay.
And a
Abrupt
land.
Decay. Actually, really good against Doomsday, because it does kill the Lab Maniac.
It does, but it does not kill a Tendrils of Agony, unfortunately.
And
also, looks like it is not... Don't leave us hanging. What was number 1? Saying what was number 1 would very much reveal where I work.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a Bloodghast coming down, and it looks like Corbin, life total above 10, means he will not be swinging. But we can sack it to the Carrion Feeder, and play our land.
Sack it again.
Whoa!
Fetch.
Look at this
Sack
guy.
it again. Fetch. Swing.
I think he's trying to have a little bit more resiliency
Yeah.
on that. Whoops, that's not the card that I wanted.
Yeah, this is a really, like, even for Magic players, it's a Doomsday versus Zombardment is not the most intuitive matchup.
We actually do appreciate that, no, Nitrum. Are you new to the game Magic? And if so, welcome. My name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
If you have any questions whatsoever...
Reader, that's Autumn's Veil. It lets you search for a land.
No, but what it actually does is it has cycling.
Sacrifice a land.
Yeah.
But it also, when you cast it like he did now, lets you search for a land.
I'm just not used to people doing it, though.
Right?
It's... Search for Autumn?
Autumn Veil. Autumn's Veil.
No. Are you sure? It's not Autumn's Veil.
That's which one it is.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
Wait, what is it?
It's something autumn.
It's got autumn in it.
It's definitely got autumn in it.
Someone in the chat, chat, you got the hookup? Because I think autumn spell gives you protection from blue and black spells for a turn. Edge of autumn. Hey, thank you.
So you've never played Magic before? Well, welcome. Magic is a ton of fun. Consider playing it in the future. You can go to your local game store. You can usually just Google that exact term, and then MTG, and you should be able to find it. But I highly recommend it. The game's good. It's like a strategy game. Think poker and chess combined.
It's pretty good.
It's like a really base level 10,000 foot.
Yeah,
It's two different terms, but they mean the same thing. How weird is that?
It's pretty weird.
Yeah, it is weird. So we've got
It's
another
weird because
land
the
for
way it
Joe.
is.
How neat is that? Looks
That's
like
cool. He's gonna shortcut the sacking, putting land out, sacking, putting land out.
I'm gonna bash you right hard, is what
It's a
he's saying.
6/6 for 1 mana. 13/13 for 1 mana. And an amulet, an amulet, an amulet, an amulet.
And Corbin not looking too keen after that.
What do you know, Doomsday takes a lot less life the lower you. How do you follow stream? There is a follow button.
Up at the top, there's a heart. The heart is empty.
Is it on mobile?
Yeah.
Yep.
Up at the top, there's a heart which is empty. You can click the heart and it will fill up.
Yep. Fill up our hearts.
By doing that, you can give us our hearts the kickstart that we need to keep this going. Dark Ritual coming down for Corbin, adding 1 to the storm count for how many spells that
And
he's
3
cast
is
this
black
turn.
mana. That is an act on impulse in his hand.
Yes,
I
it.
think he's gonna cast it.
Well, it does seem like a likely choice.
I don't know if it's the best.
He might try and save it in hand so that he can use it after he resolves a Doomsday.
He does actually have to win this turn.
True.
So I think he has to just like.
He might
go
just
for
have
it.
a wicked
The
case
interesting
of the
part is that
deadlies.
he'll have not a lot of black mana left and 1 basic island open.
Which is pretty impressive considering that Joe's on a mulligan to 5 and had basically no cards the entirety of this.
Yeah.
Pulling a win
Well,
out of this. is-
interestingly enough, the top decking double fetch land is exactly what Joe needed, and he was smart enough to hold on to those lands until he could get a Bloodghast.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with the Bloodghast, you just like every land you get turns into a +1/+1 counter. And
Yeah.
every fetch land turns into 2.
And now it actually has haste.
Mm-hmm.
So Joe can even do all of this before combat. Say he draws into another fetch, or even just a land drop. He can get another counter on that, bring the Bloodghast back with that landfall.
A massacre.
Uh-oh. Drutapi, thanks for that. Oh, wait, no, it's just Drutap J. Hello, thanks for hitting that follow button. Massacre, a little bit of a problem, actually. If your opponent controls planes,
He's gonna sack it
-2, -2 to all creatures. And Joe does control planes. He's going to sacrifice it to the Carrion Feeder.
Yep.
Gets,
He's a scrub land.
interestingly enough, Corbin at 1 life because of that. Theoretically, because he would take 7. Corbin at 8.
And he double picks land. And that
Oh!
brings a mold of 5 on Zombarman. Perfect draw.
The best part is that his draws were actually mediocre.
Yeah.
But the draws that were live were perfect.
It's really it's cool because like in most decks, like just top decking lands is not where you want to be. In this particular instance, this is Joe's just like, yeah, top decking lands, best thing.
Sure, why not? I've got Bloodghast.
I got Bloodghast.
He
I got
won
Bloodghast
that
and-
entire match with basically 2 cards and 3 fetches.
Yep.
Like that was how that game plan went. W, nice. I like that.
Joe's not even. He's just like, these are the cards I'm going to sideboard in.
Want to toss in a W with me? You want to give one for Corbin?
Did we do it right?
Yes, we did.
Fantastic.
I know, we really planned that one
I
poorly.
didn't even. I just guessed.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm
Boy,
in sync.
you would think that I would get J's because, you know, it's my name, but no. You gotta like,
I don't know, just curvy.
bang, 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 bang.
Do you have any hidden talents?
Yes.
I just want to bring up just a humble brag. One of my greatest talents is I am fantastic at doing a shadow puppet bunny.
You're fantastic doing a what?
A shadow puppet bunny.
Really?
Yeah, I
Now
can't-
you don't have a hidden talent.
I know it.
You have a known talent.
I have a known talent. It's actually, if you ever see me and there's a way for me to do a shadow puppet, I'll do a bunny. The green screen.
Ah, dang it. Just put a shadow with a green
It's,
screen.
it's a two-hander.
Oh my
Yeah, man,
goodness.
it's
wow.
it's really impressive.
Really impressive.
Really impressive.
Lots of production value behind your bunnies.
Yeah. See, I want to talk about sideboarding. I have no idea what Joe has.
Joe has got a little bit of everything. He looks like he's taken out the cards
You
that
think I
are
was just Thalia's
slower.
don't do
I don't think he would take out Thalia
Well, he
against
showed,
Doomsday.
but I don't know.
I think that was him putting them in. I don't think Thalia's in the main deck.
It is possible that
took out
he
Blood Artist.
does transform into Mentor, or not Doomsday. I think he probably just tries to Doomsday. Just keep the combo.
We do not know. We don't have access to deck lists. These are just weekly events. Are we in the new store yet? No, that's not happening for... It will happen sometime in the next month and a half.
Yeah.
Less than that, actually. In which we will also then begin using our new computer, have our new system, have our new playmat. A bunch of our code will be updated. Actually, our code has been getting updated to be integrated. We're working on brand new ways to display our database. Like, some of this is actually from our back end. That's true. Some awesome people send in deck lists. In fact, if you want to see the new Geek Fortress playmat, just one sub away right now from revealing the new playmat on stream for the first time, which will be replacing the one that you currently see, which has taken us through many a good run.
The whole run, in fact.
The entirety of this stream has come through this one. Timer, by the way? Did I miss that? I thought
We're at 38.
We did. Whoops, my bad.
A little over.
Raffle the current mat? Unlikely.
It's gross.
We're going to retire that mat.
Yeah.
Either that or I'll keep it.
It's a white mat.
Or I'll keep it.
It's not actually a white mat, it's a gray mat.
It is a great mat. Yep. No, that one's had its end. I have no intention of
I think we frame it
that would be kind of fun.
and put it in the stream room.
Yes. Ooh, Ranga! You
Ranga.
are our featured viewer of the day. You've been here for so long, and it is your time to shine. You've got a cool cat shouting out your name, and it's awesome.
With sunglasses.
Yes. How many cats have you seen with sunglasses, Steven?
3.
Wow, I was not prepared for that answer.
You live a significantly less exciting life than I do, apparently.
That is straight up truth. Yeah, we should frame the old mat and put it up in our new stream room.
Yeah, stream room.
Stream room.
Stream room.
We are actually getting a dedicated stream room.
Stream room.
Why do you keep saying that?
It's a buzzword.
Maeve.
Stream room.
Okay, so these life totals likely reset. In fact, let's just hit that save button.
Yep. So we got a fetch from Corbin. Did he mulligan? It looked like he mulliganed. Getting the Underground Sea.
That's the problem. There we go. Okay, so we are going to be down to 19. Yes.
Yeah.
The UGC. Or UGS, if you... for brevity.
There we go.
Look at you. You're so talented. Get the current crew to sign it before you frame it. Now, that's a smart idea.
We should sign it on the outside. Of the frame.
Oh, I think... sign the back of the playmat?
Stitch our names into it.
Woohoo! Okay, so the...
Kataxi Pro. Let's see what Joe's got.
Wow, much
Cabal
better hands.
Therapy.
We've got several lands.
Ooh.
Cabal, Therapy, Carrion
Probably
Feeder,
hits the Cabal Therapy.
Death Red Shaman. Ooh. That is interesting. But...
You look like a Galactic Blues Brother. There was like 7 pairs of sunglasses in here earlier.
Those were all mine.
Oh, okay. You put them all away. Good. Good, good, good.
Thank you. Appreciate that. So the Death Red Shaman hits the battlefield. There is land for it to exile, which means that Joe is hanging out with potentially 3 mana next turn. He did lose this Goblin Bombardment, but his Cabal Therapy is surprisingly active as long as he makes the right name. This deck does have a lot of one-ups, but there are a couple of core cards that he may want to try targeting. You could always try for Doomsday, especially if you brought in anything like a Surgical.
Yeah.
But we shall see. Ponder from Corbin. We are looking at least a Lion's Eye Diamond. We can't see the other 2 cards. We're going to keep them mysterious. We're going to say that that was actually a choice on our part because that's easier.
To add to the tension.
Exactly. Exactly. Much like a steel cable. Adding to the tension.
A very tense steel cable.
Oh, yes.
And
Looks like...
shuffle.
Wow, what are the odds of that?
Yeah, your average 2017 Legacy matchup is here at Geek Fortress.
Wow! Who said that Legacy is
Doomsday.
dead? Nope, Legacy's not dead. It's just currently going through a zombie infestation along with it Doomsday. But that doesn't mean death. Look at Amonkhet. It's doing fine.
I think it's doing fine.
I recently caught up with the story.
Mm-hmm.
The story is actually excellent. The second to the most recent one broke my heart.
The child is... I'll save the child.
I'll save the child. Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
I teared up at work, and I was like, I gotta get a hold of myself.
Goosebumps.
Oh man. So we're gonna lose this Cabal Therapy, and we see the secret has been revealed as Thalia.
That doesn't mean death.
Force of Wolves are overrated? Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. That's what I usually tell, I'm trying to come up with something like a joke
That's what I tell game stores that have magic and force of will. Yeah.
Oh, you.
There we go. We did it.
You.
We did it.
I mean, that card is straight. That game is busted. I haven't even played it.
That card, that deck.
Well,
game.
sorry. There is a card that is busted. There is a 1-mana creature with a ponder state. It is a 1 mana, I think like a 1/1, that also has a brainstorm stapled to it.
Wow.
Like,
It also has Nicol Bolas and James.
is it really?
Yep.
As characters?
Yeah. Or at least characters based on them.
Oh, interesting.
I think it's right. Oh, I might be thinking Duel Masters.
Duel Masters would be much
It is
more,
Duel Masters. I lied.
since those are the property of Wizards.
Because
Yeah.
I get them mixed up because they're the same to me. Lesser games.
I can't tell if Doro is making a particularly funny but slightly lewd joke, or if he's just it is busted.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm gonna take Doro's word for it.
Definitely. So we got a Thoughtseize coming down. Really sets up the Cabal Therapy.
Definitely, if he does, and if he's willing to sacrifice one of these creatures, the problem is that the creature quality right now is particularly high. It's like none of his throwaway creatures are currently
surgical.
around.
Ooh, surgical.
A
Hitting
respond surgical.
Yeah, hitting the therapy or the bombardment. Interesting.
Probably trying to protect this hand, which
Yeah.
is still curious because I'm not certain what I would have expected him to sacrifice. I did. Was that? Oh no, I know what that was. Do you know what that was?
Hmm?
That was Chains of Mephistopheles.
Where?
In Joe's deck.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, okay.
Oh jeez, Joe is running Chains.
Chains is actually a surprisingly simple card.
Oh my goodness. Blue is more broken in that game than NTG. That's pretty impressive, actually.
You know,
Impressive.
I've played a couple other card games lately, and I found it like it's weird that they have you can like separate the like resource types into things that are more than the 5 colors, and it, like because I'm just so ingrained in thinking like when I see a card, I'm like that's a red card, and I see a card, and it's like that's a blue card.
Yeah.
And then there's like other games where it's like they separate things differently, and it's like that's a this kind of card, that's a this kind of card. It's kind of it's weird.
It bamboozles you.
It bamboozles me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And look at
What
that.
is that?
That is a chromatic sphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very
It's the old
Art.
printing of it from. I don't think it was Antiquities. What was it? I don't know. Huh.
interesting, Dora.
Looks like Joe is just going to go for a fetch, grabs himself a red source. We've got a carrion feeder. Remember that Corbin has got to pay extra for everything.
Joe has a domain of 4 right now.
You don't know how the card Chains interacts. So, Chains says that if a player would draw a card, other than the first card that they draw on their turn.
Yeah.
Or is it on any turn?
I think it's the first card they would draw during their draw step.
Drawing during
Or I
their
don't
draw
know,
step?
During True Strategy draw the turn. Instead, you discard a card,
Then draw a card.
then draw a card. If you cannot discard a card, you mill the top card of your library.
And then draw a card. So if you have 3 cards in hand and you cast a Brainstorm, you will discard a card, draw a card, discard a card, draw a card, discard a card, draw a card, and then put 2 cards back.
Mhm.
If you have no cards in hand and you Brainstorm, you will
Mill the
mill
top
draw,
card.
mill draw, mill draw, put 2 back.
Yep.
It's actually pretty simple.
Yeah.
Just also, the problem is that when you start getting other cards interacting with it,
Yeah.
like Sylvan Library.
Sylvan Library, Vendilion Click
Yes.
was an interesting one I had to deal with.
And looks like, look at that, a Ponder that's shuffling.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, haven't
Still
seen
100%
that.
raid. Probably.
No,
but-
we've had 1 keep.
No, I haven't been paying enough attention.
Yeah, we had 1 across the entire night not shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is well over 70% though. But Joe with the the Gravecrawler,
Mm-hmm.
also looking extremely impressive alongside that Carrion Feeder. Really, Joe's in a pretty positive place.
Yeah, he's got a lot of damage on his field
Corbin
right now.
can't cast anything right now
Mm-mm.
because everything
yeah.
costs 2, and even to play a Lotus Petal would cost him the 1 to where he doesn't have 2.
I love it. The value so much.
If you-
No, you still draw. Mm-hmm.
I thought you still drew if you... I'm pretty sure you do. Nether Void is awesome.
Oh, I don't. I do think you actually just mill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Interesting. That's even more brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder Yetis. Your name is amazing. We've got a pretty
It basically
sizable
means
attack
you just can't gain cards other than 1. You get 1 card per turn in a really roundabout way.
Interesting. That is actually that is quite interesting. Okay. Card is better than I thought. I have not had to play against it myself. Thank goodness.
He just casts the same creature twice in 1 turn.
That is impressive. Joe's a mad lad.
Mad lad.
I do like
Mad
that
is
it
a
is
lad.
actually a cast ability, not a triggered ability or not an activated ability from the graveyard.
Yeah.
It does say that you can cast Gravecrawler as long as you control a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And he has got that Carrion Feeder, which is carrying the weight for being able to do that.
Was that an intentional pun or
What, carrying the weight?
carrying the way? Yeah.
And Corbin falls down to 5 with a Gitaxian Probe. Takes a look at
And
that.
that's game.
A Thoughtseize.
There's nothing Corbin can do here.
He can believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I like
ooh.
believing.
I mean, like, technically Toxic Deluge for 4 doesn't do it.
Ah!
And that's that.
Dang it. Corbin double fires these off, and Joe takes it in 2.
The Dark Grit land does not win you a game ever.
Joe jams it down with the Slamorama Zombaroos.
The Slamorama Zombaroos indeed.
Yeah, and in a battle of both trying to lose as many of their resources as possible while still winning the game, looks like Joe's ability to reanimate both his hopes and his creatures really took itself in stride. Corbin's Doomsday device inevitably backfiring just as they are prone to do.
To just a regular lady with a sword.
I bet that's a reference to something that I didn't just understand.
Thalia has a sword.
Oh, backfire. Okay, gotcha. I thought you were thinking like some reference to like an anime or something like that. Like
Nope.
some girl with a sword who like slices up Doomsday devices.
Nah, it's just Thalia. It's her thing.
We need one more sub. Yes, we do. Let's head on up to the booth. We're going to try and find one more match. See you there. Just when you thought that the day is over, it just may not be. We are going to see if there's one more match, but in the meantime, we are 1 sub away from revealing the new playmat, which will be here at the Geek Fortress store on not 1, but our 2 feature match areas. That's right, we are expanding, we are doubling up our ability to bring games to you, just to avoid spots like this, or we are in here looking for another match, but we don't have one. To avoid that, we are working very actively. We have been developing plan after plan after plan. We are moving forward on so very many of them, which of course means that Tebin and Doro should reach out to me individually, because I have got something to add you to. Is it just a bunch of lightning bolts? Well, we'll need one more sub to find out, won't we? That is exactly how it went, Doro. That is exactly how it went in my mind. Oh, just joining us now at a man not named Jerry is Steven. Hi, Steven.
Hi,
How
I'm
you
not
doing?
Jerry.
You're not Jerry?
I know a guy named Jerry.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do too.
He's an L1.
He's a great guy.
I wrote a review of him today.
Really? Impressive.
But I have learned that I am not very eloquent.
Good quote.
What? That is it. We got our last match is on game 3.
Here's, if you can't play Magic, you guess you'll just watch it. I dig it. Ooh, we are coming up towards the end, and we are just 1 sub.
Oh man,
Shy.
1 sub short. You could see the new playmat right now or 1 sub, or we can wait, 20 years maybe.
Wait, 20 years? Oh my god.
This seems appropriate.
Oh man. So we saw some stuff out there now. You know that we stream 3 times a week. Do you want to tell them a little bit about when we do stream?
We stream 3 times a week.
Yes, we do.
We stream Wednesdays.
Yes.
At 6:30. 6. 7.
Yes.
So Wednesdays at 7. I always get it. It's like 7, 7:30, and then restarts to 6.
Correct.
So, yeah. So Wednesdays Modern 7. Legacies 7:30 on Fridays. Modern again on Saturdays at 6.
And all of these times are in which time zone?
The Pacific.
Yes.
West Coast.
It's currently 10:20 where we are now.
Yep.
Very excited.
There might be Coleman's on Mondays.
There is potentially standard coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
I am actively working on it at the moment.
Yeah. We're working.
The Facebook link on the Reddit page is broken. I will fix that. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah.
That is awkward.
Yep.
Thanks for letting me know, Chaos. I will get in touch with Murph about that. But be sure to check out the Rogues Gallery as well, as we are just killing a little bit of time, seeing
There's
if
a lot
that
of cool
last
people.
sub comes in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd hate not to show it.
Yeah. It'd be a shame.
Anyway. I kind of want to.
What?
I want
show
to.
it anyway.
I feel like we gotta have rules, though.
Yeah,
I feel like I really
it
want
doesn't
to.
mean anything if we just show it to them.
I know, but there's.
I mean, they'll see it eventually.
We will see it eventually.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be real cool. All right, we will have to wait. Oh man, I'm so antsy to show it because I know that people are gonna love it though. I'm hyped.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped for it. I am.
Hype may never die.
What is hype may never die. I haven't even seen. I have managed to go this entire week and I have not seen one single spoiler.
I am actually fascinated. I haven't seen any spoilers except for the whole Ed Sheeran thing.
What?
The whole Ed Sheeran thing.
Is that okay? I don't even know what you're talking
No.
about. So.
Spoiler related.
Whoa! Look at you, ruining my entire experience.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, we need to have a performance evaluation for you in your time at this stream. You're no.
Almost Game of Thrones spoilered.
We're gonna have to dock your pay.
No!
How dare you volunteer your time here just like
my
all
wife
us.
and kids must eat.
I'm not laughing at their starvation. I'm laughing that he doesn't have a wife
Give
and
me the
kids.
bee syrup.
It was all over the news. Pfft, fake news.
Alright, so we're gonna find someone to host on over.
Yep, we do have someone to host on over to. I know who it's going to be. It is going to be someone who just recently started a 365.
Ooh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
Through your nice. Here, wait, Doro, your performance evaluation A++.
Really?
Yeah.
I recently put down on Twitter something A+ and another thing A++.
Mm-hmm.
And the response was, "What's the difference?" And I said, "One more."
Plus. Yeah. It is an entire plus more.
Plus one.
By
Good night, everybody. Do you have any final thoughts?
no, I have lots of beginning thoughts. No final thoughts.
All right, we need to fix this lighting, but from all of us here at Geek Fortress, my name's TJ.
I'm Steven.
And whether it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, stay amazing, you're amazing, be amazing. So many good things coming down the pipeline, and it is all because of your constant support. Thank you so much for all that you give us. We cannot do this without you. And we will see you in the
Less
stream
than 24 hours.
of Z Magic, and we will be live again at 6 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow. Thank you, good night.
Yeah.